Hey yo, welcome back to the show. All right, I was checking in on Mikey, so I was like, "Hey, we got to check in on our Mikey Cal. Let's see what he's doing." And it looks like he popped up on Jeff's 3 times since the last time we've been there, but they seem to have been shorter visits for whatever reason. I'm thinking because of the mother stuff that whatever he's supposed to be doing. All right. Let's go ahead and start with was it the which one was it actually? Let's see which one. Oh, that's the game. Okay, yeah. So it's the Friday. I'm playing the game in the background. It's like, what the hell is that thing? It's called like Homo Evolution, but it's where you make like little lizards and things into people and then aliens and stuff. Um, yeah. Speaking of homos, there's Jeff. All right, let's see what Mike had today. If it went good or bad. It looks like he leaves and comes back. But I'm guessing that was just more of a maybe a technical issue because he's been having a lot of those lately. So maybe
what's up, Mike?
Yeah.
Salute. What's up?
Let's see.
What's going on?
Let's see.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. And hey, I'm gonna tell you my 5 people first before we move on. My 5 because I'm a lone wolf. So my 5 people are Les Brown, Myron Golden, David Goggins, Andrew Tate, and Ryan Mickler.
But are those people you
I guess we'll have to figure
with?
out what they're talking about.
Or just people you
If you listen to their
the
information on a daily basis, like I start my day off with Les Brown or Myron Golden or Ryan Mickler. If you start your day off every single day and you're listening to things that inspire you, things that can help you grow, things that can help you learn, something to practice throughout your day, is that not one of your 5? If you're not hanging out with 5 actual people ever.
So is Moose all about like self-health and self-growth, like personal growth and like all that stuff? Because I always just figure, just try to be a decent, normal human. But then when you get into like too much of it, it's like, are you just trying to form people into what you want them to be? I don't know. But is that what Moose's channel is about? I don't know what I thought it was. I don't know. But he seems like a decent guy. Maybe that's part of it though. Because when you're in those like Jack Talcott kind of positions, you seem like a decent guy, but you're just weird as fuck. There's something up with that guy. I was watching a video with him from, I think it was today, and it was pretty funny. Him and some guy made up after they had a weird little thing, and then at the end they're like, I love you, bro. I love you, bro.
Is that not one of your 5?
It's going. I mean, I think the ideal is 5 actual people because you need that intersubjective exchange to get the full benefit. But absent that, I think the parasocial type that you're talking about could substitute, but I don't think it's the ideal. Like it's to have 5 people that there's this reciprocity between.
I don't know what that word means.
And that's why I said at first no. People on YouTube I don't agree with that. But then I backtracked because I don't really have 5 people that I resonate with.
I don't either. That is one of the challenge of lone wolves. Like it's hard for us to find.
I thought they were outliers. Now they're lone wolves. Are they exiled lone wolves now?
When it comes to like strong, good-hearted, educational people, I probably need like 2 people. I mean, I have friends.
Your life or people that you follow.
But then it's like, Mike, how many of these people, first of all, do you consider good? How many are lighthearted or kind, or where the fuck you just said? Not necessarily all of these people. At least not Gen X Jeff, and definitely not you, Mike. I feel like a lot of that's fake too. Like even the Moose stuff, I feel like it's fake. Everybody spurks out and goes crazy, I think. It's my model.
No, I'm saying like in real life. Like 2 people that But like inspirational, you said David Goggins. David Goggins is a beast.
Who the fuck is
God.
David
you gotta see David Goggins'
Who
story.
the fuck is that?
Jeff. He was 300. He was 300 pounds. He slimmed down. He joined.
Is he that black guy?
Yeah,
I think I used to follow him.
The black guy.
He was a Navy SEAL. I mean, and then he just,
and then he got fat afterwards.
Attitude, very inspirational.
He was a
Navy
SEAL.
What you did say is that as a child, he was a sports ball as a child. So he was in the game, then took a break and went back in.
Yeah,
so expect to be repeating his.
His first marathon, he ran 100 miles on a broken foot.
Talking about marathon?
His first marathon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that doesn't.
Wow. Well,
that's a lie. There's no way that's true. There's no way you can run 100 miles with a broken foot.
Marathon's always
not any time.
You gotta see Goggins on Joe Rogan's podcast. Wow. What a great interview.
They're all devils. Are they? They're devils.
I read his book.
White devils.
Yeah.
White devils.
It's good.
But Mike doesn't read.
No, I got books everywhere.
Oh, you do?
This is my favorite book.
The Art of War.
Let me get my favorite book.
Wow.
And
it says it's so big.
I didn't see it. What was it, Mike?
The Art of War. The Art of War.
Sun Tzu.
What is it about?
Not the Bible.
Yeah,
and
right.
Then, this is a great book by Annie Jacobson. She's a UFOologist. It's Area 51 by Annie Jacobson. This is a great book, man. Ooh. It's a big book too. It's thick. I read them both.
Well, this is my favorite book. My favorite book of the Bible is Isaiah, though.
Mm-hmm.
What's that one?
This was most radical.
My favorite book's the Mueller Commission. I was just joking.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go find a book and be like, "This is my favorite book."
Mauser and The Graves Are Walking, which is about the Irish famine.
Yeah, that was some tragedy, man.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. It's my favorite book. Look, it's a thick book, you guys. This is my favorite book. It's the Mueller Report.
The Irish always had it hard. They never had it easy.
You know why you want to know why it's my favorite book? It's like you can open it, literally just open it to a random ass page, which I do sometimes. I just open it and read some of it. And I guarantee you it's fucking hilarious. Okay, so the Pulse nightclub okay, this might not be funny, actually. The Pulse nightclub terrorist attack took place early morning of June. Something tragedy. Gave a speech. Blah 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 blah. Indian terrorism. Wait, what? And terrorism. Then to the Clintons. He blamed the Clintons for the terrorism. The speech was delivered at the Something Institute. There was going to be a speech on Hillary and how a bad president, especially in these times of radical Islam terrorists, she would be. I mean, see, that isn't that just like a flash down memory lane from when Trump was president? It just reminds me like, oh yeah, that happened. That's the funniest shit in the world, because it's like, hey, you guys remember all that stupid shit that happened a few years ago? This Mueller guy wrote all of it down in a book, and literally Trump and them like kind of were there making him do it. I'm pretty sure he picked him, didn't he? And he picked the old guy to write the thing, and everybody's like, this old guy ain't gonna be able to do it. And then he just wrote every single thing he saw, and I think that's fucking hilarious.
Especially battling England and going
How's it going?
And Belfast.
We're on Stocky Mikey today.
Fighting.
I'm playing games in the background, but there's like little tapping games and junk.
There's Britain there. Again, the creation of Northern Ireland saved millions of Irish people's lives. There was, if Britain used all of its forces just after World War One, Ireland would have been decimated.
Mm-hmm.
Because Britain had the biggest navy in the world, and it probably had the biggest air force in the world at the time too.
Yeah, probably. The RAF is no joke, man.
Yeah, probably.
It was invented from the Royal Flying Corps. And there was another group. There was the Royal Navy flying, and they made it in 1918. Amalgamated it into the RAF, and which is the world's first professional air force.
They had a NATO parade. This is a couple years back down in Norfolk, and they had all the different pilots.
I just heard the grandma
European. It's a NATO thing. So there's a lot of Europeans come over, and I got to meet RFA pilots. I got to meet French
right there.
Pilot. Sorry, I have a toothache. Yeah,
Mike, if I heard it, you definitely heard it. Okay, Don't blame me on no toothache or whatever. Just go tend to your mother.
But you got to meet pilots from all over the world.
Janet is
cool.
ringing.
Really cool.
Give her a bell. Give her a fucking bell. I bet he hates her. Like, I was always thinking, like, well, not always thinking, but I keep thinking this, like, Pet Cemetery thing, where the lady's up there, and he's like, I just wish she would die, and all that crazy stuff. Like, I feel like that's how Mike feels about this woman up there. Arguably Janet up there. Scream, Mike!
When the Barbarossa was on, I've been to that a couple of times. Did I get to meet people from all over too?
I'd love to go to London. I know it's a little rough now, with everything going on. But
any city's rough now.
Hey, Mike. I have a thing for that. A dental repair kit. You can get this for $50 on Amazon.
No,
that
Rod
is pretty
Ryan.
cool.
Oh,
That's
did
cool,
he?
right?
Yeah. Oh,
Mike,
I remember
have
that
you ever heard
guy.
anything about Alaska?
Was Rod Reinstein that guy they put in because Trump didn't like the first guy, James Comey, right? Was it Comey? And I thought Comey was funny, but I used to watch not funny, like haha funny. I thought he was funny because he would just stand there like blank stare and just record everything, just write it all down, be like, hey, I can't make you any promises or anything. I'm just here to do my job, blah, blah, blah. And Trump was like, I don't trust this guy. I was like, oh, I guess, because he was just going to write down everything he saw, because that's what FBI agents do. They keep track of everything, like immediately. That's something I learned with James Comey. And you definitely learn it if you read some of that book, because it's just all fucking there, even the stupid shit.
What about it?
Well, because
Like
my actual biological father hit me up yesterday.
Other countries,
and he was telling me that he really wants to take me on this crazy ass fishing trip where you take like a helicopter and a fucking guide.
He wouldn't just get like fire the guy,
man.
right? He's
I was
like,
just
I'm
wondering
not
if you
doing
heard
that.
anything about Alaska, because I
wouldn't just fire.
I don't know.
him.
I don't know if I want to be out in the middle of nowhere.
I forgot all about that little.
There was a show called Alaska State. Oh God, Alaska State Troopers. Did you ever see that? It was like an A&E show, and they would, but they showed that Alaska has so many remote islands, and they have to take a little Cessna from island to island. So yeah, you're right. It's very remote. There's, I think, Anchorage. There's like cities, like you normally see a city, but there's parts of Alaska that are so remote you can only get them by
roads
plane.
and houses, right? You know what houses are in cities, yeah. She's like, he's like, oh, sorry, these ghosts are getting out of control in my fucking haunted house, soon to be haunted house, because this bitch about to die if you don't go help her, bro. Come on, let's hear that again. It's fucking horrible.
So yeah, you're right.
Son,
it's very remote.
Bad son.
There's, I think, Anchorage.
So hold on, let's go back a little bit.
And they have to take a little Cessna from island to island. So yeah, you're right. It's very remote. There's, I think, Anchorage. There's, like cities, like you normally see a city, but there's parts of Alaska that are so remote you can only get them by plane.
Whatever that was.
To Russia.
Like, Mike, you got some.
Man, Sarah Palin, dude. She would have won just out of looks if she would have just kept her mouth shut.
Did Mike go off camera or did he stay on camera? He still didn't go.
Story of the land bridge
in
Alaska, where you could just walk into Russia. It's washed away now.
Yesterday, I think.
I think maybe, I don't know. I don't know exactly.
Did he slap himself again?
No. You could walk across it, but it washed away. But there was a part of Alaska that's so close, it was a little land bridge, and it washed away.
Yesterday.
Look it up.
I think.
Yeah, that's what they think the Native Americans.
This Gen X Jeff guy goes live like every freaking day, like 3 times a day. It's amazing.
I believe it was a theory.
Great source of stuff.
The history of the Bering land bridge theory.
Yeah, that's it. The Bering.
They said that you can hike across.
I don't think that's correct, but again, we don't really know. Again, it's a theory. So they haven't proved the theory right, or they haven't proved the theory wrong yet.
Yeah. Oh, did you see? They found I can't remember what it's called, but they found a huge prehistoric skull in is it Iowa?
Is she still yelling? And nobody says nothing? I know they can
Iowa.
hear her. I can hear her.
Prehistoric skull found. I think it was Iowa. I think.
Well, we'll be probably right. I mean,
yeah, Iowa archaeologists.
I kind of want to see what
36.
I kind of want to see what this lady's saying. Like, is she saying Mike, how big? Or what's she saying back there? I gotta turn up my volume, but I do hear somebody saying something back there. Like,
a huge prehistoric skull in is it Iowa? It's Iowa. Prehistoric skull found. I think it was Iowa.
Yeah, he went back.
So they haven't proved the theory right, or they haven't proved the theory wrong yet.
Yeah. Oh, did you see? They found I can't remember what it's called, but they found a huge prehistoric skull in is it Iowa? It was a huge prehistoric skull in is it Iowa? It was.
Yeah, he muted himself while he was talking because she's yelling. He's like,
it's
Iowa.
Iowa.
Yeah.
Prehistoric skull found. I think it was Iowa.
Keep going.
Think.
Well, we'll be probably right.
Archaeologists discovered
Mikey, poopies!
13,600-year-old prehistoric mastodon skull in Iowa.
Damn.
And also, if you go to England,
he will soon.
They've got a thing called the Jurassic Coast where you can dig up fossilized woods and fossils.
That's
and
right.
Stuff like that.
Only twice a day.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
they do some stuff like that, like in the
hourly
upstate Virginia, where a lot of the Indians were, and they'd still find like little arrow tips. They still find it. You can still find relics. They're still out there.
Well,
like those are fake.
I mean, you have people finding pots of gold coins in farmers' fields and finding gold rings, and there's Roman villas still being found.
Yep. I saw the thing of some guy that found gold coins recently, or not gold, but real
as well as German
like
World War II bombs still being found in Britain too.
Old currency, really old.
You
hear again?
Yeah, the unexploded things.
He muted himself.
Being found in Britain too.
Dude, Mike, this is yesterday, dude. You hear her, right? I hear her. You keep muting yourself while you're talking because she just keeps randomly screaming, and then you're like, oh, you know, I might as well just quit talking, or maybe they'll think it's a lag or something, and my mouth's just, I don't know.
Yeah. The
unexploded things.
Poopies, Mike Poopies. I don't know if she's.
Hey, back.
There you go. Finally, Mike.
Nothing's going on right now.
Finally, Mike.
The story.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you.
I was thinking about your 5 people thing.
Horrible. Finally takes care of.
It's not like you can just go like. There's not a place you can go and just grab 5 people and say, I'll take these.
Since Mike walked off to go do his thing, this might be where he pops off and pops back up later. I'm not sure. Yesterday, I think the stream went down on Savage Dave, right? But Savage Dave was mad, right? Because his parents, they went to sleep, right? And they I think they went to sleep, right? And so the thing is, David, right? David Acton was drunk. He was drinking, and it's like, okay, you got money for all this like beer and stuff, and he's acting like, okay, let me just try to tell you this fucking funny. He was like, my parents, they cooked something earlier and then they went to sleep, and I looked in the fridge and there's nothing for me, and I'm sick of it, you know, like I like, he was saying that he drank like so many beers that they know that he will get sick and be sick in the morning, which I've had that the other day when I drank like 6 fucking tall cans. That's how I felt. I didn't throw up, but I felt like shit until I got some food in me and some water in me. And usually the best thing to do to prevent that is to eat and have like a bottle of water or maybe half a soda or something, just something, something, eat some, drink some that's not more liquor or beer, and then go to sleep. That's the best way to avoid that shit. But that you're not entitled to somebody doing that for you, and it doesn't always happen for you, and especially if your parents don't like you, which is what he's making it seem like. David's like, oh, they want me out of here anyway. So he starts saying that he said he's going to cut the Wi-Fi when he's not using it, basically, or just stop paying for the Wi-Fi, meaning he's gonna stop getting Marky Mark to give him money for the Wi-Fi, I guess. I don't know. Something like that. And then he was saying how they want him out anyway, or they want him gone. And he was saying that, oh, I'll just keep drinking and I'll just keep getting like, I'll just keep getting sicker and sicker, and I just won't eat any other food, and then I'll be gone forever. like it got really, really weird and cringy, where he was like because they didn't make him food while he was drunk, he started saying that he's gonna cut off the Wi-Fi and K-word himself, basically, by starving himself to death and saying that I don't have no money for food and I keep drinking, and every time I drink I get sicker. It'd be like, dude, well then you could spend that money that you have for beer on food. Like, does that not a survival option there? I mean, because if you live, then you could get drunk again later. But I think the thing is that everybody knows like the kind of sad truth that he has a hunger strike. Very much so. Until they start making him food again, he will not eat. That'll show them. He'll just keep spending all his money on beer and die. Apparently, that's his options. And it was like, bro, like, if you can't afford food to eat or something, then maybe just don't buy no beer the next day, because you drink every single day. And I mean, I'm assuming you could buy, like, arguably, I bought, even the other day, I went to Jack in the Box, I bought 4 tacos here, and it was like $3.50 or something, right? And I'm pretty sure your Natty Daddies are probably like $3 or something a tall can, if that. And I mean, so that's like a whole meal. 4 Jack in the Box tacos will get you there, basically. I'm pretty sure you keep 4 of those, drink a bunch of beer, and then want some more or want something else. I don't know. But still, there's a lot of options for cheap food. You could take that $3.50 and buy you a thing of bread and some like type of cheap meat to eat or something. You could do a lot of, get some bologna or some shit, There's a lot of things you could do with that little bit of money to survive. And eat. And when I say survive, I mean to eat, because that's truly what is the greatest driver, is to be hungry. I noticed that when I'm hungry, I get up and work. Because I'll be like, this feeling ain't gonna go away unless I get some money, Yeah. So the other day I got those 4 tacos, right? But the funny thing was, the same day I ate 5 road tacos with cheese. So like 5 of the long road tacos, right? And I ate 5 of those, and then later on in the day I ate 4 of those other tacos. So in one day I ate 9 tacos technically. Because I'm Mexican. But I also ate a foot long in that same day because I am healthy as well. Went to Subway. Was that yesterday? I think that might have been yesterday. It was the day before or something. I don't know. It was a lot. I ate a lot of food one of those days. Now, what was the point then? I forget. Point is that you got to be able to feed yourself, David. And a hunger strike isn't going to help you get fed, but it definitely will get you where you're trying to be, either dead or in a tent on the woods, whatever, man. Dude, honestly, if you went out and lived in the woods like a savage asshole, that'd be funny. That'd be some shit. That's what I would do. That's why I always think, like, if I ever murdered somebody or did something crazy and I know, oh man, I'm gonna get caught, I would just go out into the middle of the woods somewhere as far as I could, most undisturbed place. Nobody would even check for me. And I would just try to survive, in the wilderness. I'd be hunting freaking animals, and be setting traps for alligators or something. Yeah, I don't know, something. Maybe I'd buy a cheap gun. That way I could just shoot an animal. I wouldn't have to worry about hunting. I'll just walk up to an alligator or something with a freaking pistol and be like, bah, bah, bah. I guess we're eating alligator today. Me and the imaginary person with me after I murdered people. I mean, I've thought about that, but I mean, hey, that's a lot better than living in a tent next to, a freaking thingy. Because if you live next to a gas station in a tent, there's a good chance you're already addicted to fentanyl or blues. Because all the people in the tent and that shit, they're all addicted to fentanyl and blues. They're dancing in the streets. They're bending over, touching their toes, doing all this weird shit. Some of them, like, I saw an African chick the other day, she was clearly high. She looked all nappy and everything. And she, like, pissed all over herself in some, like, very weird looking yellow pajama things. And I was like, this bitch is out here on meth and pissed all over herself. That sucks. And just drove off because I was like, it's none of my business, obviously. Plus, this was the middle of the fucking day. This world is getting crazy. Shit be getting crazy out here. Dude, shit be crazy. Just saying. And it wasn't like this was nighttime. This was like noon. It was hot outside. And you know how I know she was on meth? Because the bitch was on the cell phone calling like somebody, like yelling or something about something. She looked all homeless, beat up, and like she just went through like a freaking blender almost, but she wasn't hurt or anything. She was just very, very high. Very, very high, I think. I'm assuming, because that's where, like, the area where I saw her is the same area kind of where I buy weed, but it's right next to the airport. And apparently that's where all the drugs and fentanyl are coming from, somewhere in that area. And then if you go lower, that's where you get the prostitution and stuff. I've seen some of those streetwalkers.
These five.
Not the way
they kind of come into your life when they come into your life. And
I see them when I drive by. I don't go see them.
I don't have my 5 either.
Eric's like,
they changed. They changed that. Like, it's a fluid thing. Like when I worked for the for the collective, it was.
Oh yeah, let's skip to when Mike comes back.
When they were younger, of course, Mike took my 2 nieces out just to get them out of the house and give them a nice memory.
That's so loud in my ears now.
Hey, I got to run. I got to take care of something. I got to go run an errand, but I'll try to come back if you're still on.
Okay. If not, I'll probably be back out later.
Okay. No problem. I got to take care. I got to go. I got to help a friend out. I got to run. I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, go get Mama a new diaper.
Right. Yeah, so I was just trying to.
All right, so he's gone for how long?
Let's see. Wasted the entire bloody
45 an hour.
Yeah, they enjoyed it though.
But that's why when you give something,
like you spent a whole hour getting your mama diaper.
Spurred up harder than you.
Horrible.
Like, compared to like the 2 topics, I think.
Well, now y'all really have some competition.
Oh,
shit! Hello, Mike. Phrasing.
So I'm back.
Someone came.
You
That's
just
phrasing.
missed the most epic history conversation ever. That bored.
Oh yeah, we all did. I skipped it.
I wasn't bored at all. I was listening to that shit on the side of my seat. I was sitting there gripping the fucking steering wheel, going, "Come on, keep going, guys, keep going." I was like, "Dude, this is good shit."
Me and
almost as good as the interview Andrew Tate did with that.
Me and Combat don't get along necessarily. Like, we have issues, but they're all very superficial, except for his issues with me, which I guess aren't. So yeah, we got issues. But mine are more jokingly. Like, I don't hate the guy. I think he is funny because he shoves little penis rods through his pee hole. But besides that, I mean, I don't hate the guy. He's just a weird gay dude. No, nothing to hate there. Some of his content's actually pretty funny and well edited. I've given him a lot of credit for that. So no, do we get along though? No, because we're on different sides of things. Sadly, life is a series of closing doors, and I keep slamming them in motherfuckers' faces. And they'll be like, "Why do you keep doing that?" And I'll be like, "Because I think it's funny." Fuck you. Slam. Slam the doors. Slam the doors.
It's a whole. Andrew Tate has more layers to him than what you may be used to, and this interview is a good way of seeing them.
There's an interview between Andrew Tate and Uberboyle from before Andrew
Ogres
Tate
are like
became famous
onions, right?
And that
onions
one is
have
really
layers.
interesting
Trolls
because it's basically just
are like onions.
toned down Andrew Tate in some areas and more extreme in others. Like it feels, it's still the same. He's still the same person now as he was then.
Gonna make me watch Shrek
you
again.
Can clearly see that he has been impacted by the fame. So I don't know. I don't have the link, but I'll just type the name.
Thank you. We need that for sure. But
what are they
also, Bombat and Joey Waffle.
One sec, Mike. One sec. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But how could you not let the fame? How could you not let the fame affect you, dude? When you walk into a room and women just want to fuck you, like how could you not have a different feeling than when you walk into a room before you were a champion? Like, I mean, you literally don't have to do anything.
Good morning.
When you get to his level, he walks in the room and women smell it on him.
So you're on nicer terms.
Did you find the link?
I don't know what that means exactly.
More money, more
problems. No, I put the link to the recent one
like,
I was talking about.
I'll see you.
Okay,
not if I see you first.
To the one from 5 years ago.
And it's not all about women either. But like he has respect from other men.
You'll copy paste it over.
He has access to people who can help build entire businesses, build communities, build all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I believe Combat is married because he did come to Arizona a few months ago. And I remember he said he came with his husband. So he is married. He's very open about that. I think he's even showed his husband before, but I'm not sure. I don't remember too much.
That's power, man.
That is what we need.
He's very motivational and
anti-Jack over here.
Bad, you know what?
Jeff,
bad, you know what?
Antlers.
He was the champion of the world. He was. He's the world champ.
We are the champ. Sarge.
Somebody's trolling you, Jeff. Every single time Mike comes on panel now, he's getting phone calls. It's like every single time. Like this never happened before, right? He comes up here, then we get like.
You think he's trying to fake a life, like pretend like I have a life?
No, not him. Not him. I think people are calling him because they see him on your channel. They're like, we're not gonna let Mike talk on the channel. We'll call him.
But
They're like sabotaging his trolling.
It was a telemarketer. It was a telemarketer.
It was
you answer your telemarketer calls
because it had I have caller ID, says old school phone, and I thought I knew who that was, but
it doesn't. When you get a thing, like I get this thing and it says like scam risk or something like that. And that's really like the only ones I usually don't answer because I'm like, oh, it's probably a robotic thing that's calling everybody. And they're like, okay, this one's probably been blocked or reported enough that it's probably a scam risk. So if you answer it, just know that and block it if you want.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I prefer Tristan Tate over Andrew Tate, though. I'll be honest. Of the two brothers, I think Tristan is much more logical.
To call it again.
Just said another one.
Sir, you expressed interest in the thing I just called you about.
I
Would you like
I
to?
don't think I know him as much.
He looks like Bruce Wayne, like Batman.
Yeah, let me look up Andrew. So far, I'm going with Tristan too.
Yeah. Well, okay. The main difference actually between the two is that Tristan is taller.
You gotta
like,
look.
Aside from the physical aspect,
oh
like
my
Tristan
God.
is a Christian, Andrew is a Muslim.
They're looking up which one he thinks is more like attractive or whatever. No way. Is that a landline? Was it a landline? Shut up. It sounds like a landline phone. That's what they're ringtone, but I didn't see if there was cords or not. If there's cords, it's definitely a landline.
I would take either one. Andrew looks a little more.
That was like $9 a month for that. That's got to be so cheap, right?
Angry gorilla.
That's got to be so cheap
Tristan
to have a
looks a
landline these days. I wish I had one now.
But I would probably end up.
I only get calls at home, you guys.
Damage.
I don't do internets or anything anymore.
Not laws is triggered.
That was always triggered. He sits up in Canada and he looks at the United States and he stays triggered.
I mean,
that's the Canadian or
too long. Well, have to face that realization that something is
but
I
didn't see.
But
I didn't see what he picked up.
That wrongness is going to be good for you or bad for you.
The wrongness in the world,
the wrongness
in America,
and the people you.
To me, America's not any more wrong than it's always been. It's just more of the same wrongness.
I think we're more right. All the time.
Yeah.
Puns.
I gotta remember though, it's a new like there's new generations that grew up with internet and different mediums, and they're seeing things. They're not seeing through the same framework.
I mean, Jeff, if you want something a little mindfuck, I was 10 when Donald Trump was in the media and became a president.
What you mean in the media? The Apprentice?
Home Alone.
He became so public that he, became a European. Like
I remember that in the 80s.
I was 10.
Donald Trump's literally almost always. Well, I would say like almost always been famous, right? Ever since he was a kid, because he had a rich daddy, and he was already kind of like always like the reason he's so weird and everything is because he was like, grab him by the pussy. You can do whatever you want. I'm Donald Trump. I usually get to do everything I want. And the only reason that stopped, because he was living the mad playboy life and everything. The only reason that stopped is because the dumb asshole decided to run for president. If he would have just kept doing whatever he was doing, he could be living the fucking playboy mansion life. And he didn't, have to get shot and all. Like he is sucks that if I were him, I would feel like I really screwed myself legally and everything, but I think maybe he did it to avoid some kind of financial ruin or something, or I don't know, maybe he was really, really rich, like he said. Who knows? Either way, I wouldn't have did it, because I'd rather just be rich and partying than in control of everything like that. That sucks.
Grew up with all of that.
I did too. In the 80s, he was a thing in the 80s too. He had Trump to Atlantic City. He was a celebrity. There was the Ivana
skip
Trump,
to where he comes back.
Marla Maples thing.
Oh, he comes right back right here.
Yeah.
I guess we
Everyone
can wait.
grows up with their sort of stuff. But for me, that was like, I remember making jokes about Trump and like PowerPoint presentations or whatever in like elementary school, mentioning him like that in the same breath as I mentioned like Nintendo games.
How old is this person? What the hell?
About pop culture, American pop culture. Yeah, that's kind of how I knew him. He was just always a pop culture figure. He was just.
What, when you mean Nintendo Wii games or something? Like, even then, like Trump wasn't like very, very into politics or anything. They just wanted him to be into politics. But everybody knew most likely he was going to be the president, because the rich people usually end up being the president. Like Elon could run for president and would probably win, Just saying.
Just always there.
So could Kanye.
So
good Kanye.
My son, I had an original Nintendo, and I have tons of games.
And there's only two options in the end.
And he was still living in
you make it that far.
But then he ended up moving, and I'm like, damn it, now my Nintendo's gone. But I guess I miss playing the old school games, Atari, Nintendo.
That's the only games I ever played.
Yeah.
I played up
now the games now they're all like
PS4.
high tech and
I gotta get a
3D
PS5.
Like,
I know. I tried to play Xbox like 50.
So I got some good news the other day, like very, very good news. I've been putting in applications and junk. But that being said, I did get a job offer, I believe, like a potential one. And if I get it, it's gonna be 40 hours a week, regular work, like right back to regular work. Fingers crossed, which means I'm gonna have to probably quit smoking weed for a bit, which is gonna suck. Because I don't know if they're gonna drug test me. I know it's legal here, but you shouldn't be high or anything when you're going into a new job. I don't think it shouldn't be all being a hippie like I've been smoking all crazy. But I mean, I gotta see. I still gotta go kind of meet them, make sure I could do everything I need to be doing there, and then sign a contract and then start working. Right. So pretty soon, man. I mean, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I don't know what they were talking. Were they talking about work? I mean, that's why I don't know why. But I was like, so it sucks. I mean, because, well, I guess we're gonna have to be making way more of the other kind of videos instead of live streaming as much, obviously. But so many good things will come of it. So many good things, like a lot of good things. Like, oh my god, if I get this contract, it's going to be good. That's why I'm just like, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Your boy will get, back to work and some stuff. So it'll be good. You guys gotta love living in Arizona sometimes. Just I think about that a lot. Like life would be totally different if I lived in a different place, different rules, different stuff, everything. Like Arizona is awesome. It's awesome. But again, there's all just potentially, and I feel like I would have to just straighten up my act a bit. Like I can't keep drinking as much, or I mean, I guess technically I could. I would just have to make sure I get up and go do my job, which would be very hard for me to do if I'm drinking as much, then getting up in the morning. So I'd probably have to cut back on that junk. Probably get back to making more videos, the kind that most people seem to like. And then if we do continue the drama, obviously we'll keep doing it on the backup channel. If I do lives, they'll probably be on the main channel still. But I mean, we just won't get to do as much drama or even lives as we do. But there'll be a lot of good stuff going on. So that'll be cool. Hey, it'll be cool just to be working, getting regular checks again, doing things, like I don't know, buying some land, investing in my crypto, and building a house, doing some stuff. I can start doing the things I want to do instead of just spending all my money paying on my car. So, which is pretty much what I do. I like buy some beers, I buy a little bit of weed, everything. I spend a certain amount on my car, on gas, and on this, but the thing is, the car is going to need like an oil change, or it actually has been needing an oil change. So the car has been needing an oil change. So there's that. I'm at the work. Anyway, if I had a regular job where I didn't have to wear down my car, yeah, I guess that would be a little bit better. Plus, the place ain't far away. What kind of job? Oh, I will never tell. I feel like people hate me and would just try to get me fired from my job immediately. So even if I do get the job, I probably just won't say what it is. I feel like that's probably the best thing to do for now. I say I'm gonna go work for the National Enquirer. I'm gonna go write lyrics for Kid Cudi. That's my plan.
And I couldn't even work the control. It was so complicated. It was more complicated than driving a car. Like working this control.
More complicated.
No, it's not at all.
Sex worker, vampire, and sex worker.
You actually get a hang of it.
I could get. It had two knobs and it had arrows, like different colored arrows with different directions, and it had like two or three buttons that do different things. That's way more. Atari had a stick and a red button.
Yeah. Although that is generally why what children's games on like consoles are much simpler. That like they just use one of the sticks and like two buttons, and the more complicated ones use way more. Like, isn't it? It's generally intuitive. One stick for movement, one stick for moving the camera. The buttons.
Wait, what? You have to move the camera separate from the person? You have to do that. It's like driving a stick versus a manual.
Sure.
Because in Atari, you just moved the stick and it did everything.
What if you want to like peer up into the sky, into this crevice, like?
Oh, so Atari was like a different kind of So like Atari was more of a like looking downward game, right? Like everything was 2D or flat. It wasn't like, oh, you're traveling through hallways or doing things like from a first person view. It was always, I think the games were designed where it's like you're looking down at like a board from the top view of things, kind of like GTA 3. Ain't that how GTA 3 was? Like you're always looking down at the road, you're looking down at the character, and you're just kind of making him run around and do things. And then you kind of see people popping up on the stage. But then in GTA Vice City, I think, or was it Vice City, right? Where you start to get the first person view or the third person view, and even like, you know, the car, everything was like kind of different, I believe. Hey, good morning, Shameless. We're looking at old Mikey's stuff, seeing if he did anything entertaining. So far, it's all been normal and boring. We heard his mom screaming. I was just like, Mike! Mike! I shit on my diaper, Mike! It smells so bad. And then she threw a diaper across the screen. It was gross. You missed some good stuff. Allegedly. Allegedly.
Just spin the camera around.
The first game.
So wait, there's two controls? One for your vision and one for your body?
I have a controller.
I'm already getting dizzy trying to conceptualize
it's so intuitive. It's so intuitive.
That's why you need
more. You know what my son does? He does the VR with the glasses. He puts the glasses
those are
on
badass.
And you see the game.
I want one of those.
That would freak me.
I did VR once. It was neat, but when I took it off, I'm like, okay, well that was kind of neat, but it didn't change my world, or I didn't have like a desire to suddenly keep doing
easy.
it.
You know, you just hold.
You didn't immediately think of like, I'm going to try some kind of
movement,
porno in
one
this.
for a camera.
I don't get that.
Why VR right away? I was like,
why did they split it? What was wrong with just one stick for everything? Why?
You need extra mobility. You need like versatility.
So if you only have one stick, then you can't do a thing where you look like, let's say, so like the Atari stick, that only allows you to do a thing where you're looking down at something, because you can only make it move like up, left, right, down with the same stick, right? So now you're taking the first stick you have where you're making it look up, left, down, right, and then you're taking the other stick you added. So you have this one that can look around, do up, down, left, right. Now you're giving this thing that can do this up, down, left, right bullshit the mobility to go forward, backwards, look left, look right with the second stick. So now you could look left and then look up, left, down, right. You could look a little bit to the right and do all the same movements. So that's the point of the two different analog sticks. They give you the option of not just looking around, but also rotating your field of vision to like a 3D-ish kind of, to make it seem like the perspective of, you know, the wearer, even if you're wearing the goggles or whatever. That's basically what it would do. You know, it's just, I don't know why he doesn't understand this. This seems simple to me.
One for movement, and then you can do multiple stuff at the same time.
To go from two to
that's already what you're showing me is complicated. That's you're making my point for me. Look at all that.
No, it's so easy.
Wait. Is this kid over 18? I feel like he's pushing 18 right here. Is this okay? I mean, I thought this wasn't allowed. What the hell? Is Dobes? Somebody go check on Dobes and make sure he's at least 18, you guys.
Well, now you know why I never graduated past Nintendo.
Well, to be fair, that is a Nintendo controller. I'll just... The most recent one.
Because the ones we had were like little gray ones with 4 arrows.
Oh, okay. Does that mean he's 18 at least, right?
NES or NES?
Because you can only go 4 ways.
Don't tell Tommy DTV.
That's what you understand when you add in that other stick or whatever,
Like,
you
that's
can go
Odin knife.
always 360 degrees. You know what I mean?
You
It
see,
made
whenever
it
you talk,
Kids have fun.
whenever you talk Nintendo, Spike shows up.
Spike shows up.
Hey, Spike.
Spike, what's up? That's his avatar. I suck.
Oh, is he
What's up,
coming to
guys?
troll? Spike, are you coming to troll?
All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and let's see how far we get with this. You guys ready to switch gears? Come on, let's see how far we get with this. Just nobody say nothing. We're being sneaky, okay? Shh. Shut the fuck up. Don't tell them. Nobody tell them.
Waiting for her to have that baby.
Yeah, premeditated.
Yeah, so he could put his fucking hands on her like a fucking coward.
Oh, get this. He was over one time talking
They should be
about
waking
how,
up soon. They should be
about
waking
Tommy's
up
story
soon.
and calling Tommy like a chomo and shit, you know.
Mhm.
But I was like,
You know, my baby mom's an adult.
Together.
yeah, I was like,
y'all know.
She was 18, I believe, when you impregnated her, right, Tommy? And you were like, what were you, 28, 30 or some shit? I mean, it's pretty close to being a pedophile. I mean, as close as you can really get at that, like even close to my damn age here. Jeez, well, I mean, you're younger than me, but damn, I mean, like I'm not attracted to no 18-year-old girls or anything like that. That's still too young, right? Arguably.
Know me a long time. It takes a lot for me to get worked up and even cuss. I don't even like to cuss, but fuck that shit, Dave.
Fuck that, Dave.
Well,
Look, you got Spike all worked up, Dave. Look at you.
Spike. I knew it. I was waiting. I knew somebody would tell him. All right, we'll go back to what we were doing. All right, we'll go back to the thingy. I was like, let's see. But yeah, the thing is, I knew he wakes up around this time, so I was like, I don't know. It's a risk. Now that I got your attention, though, Cheesehead, why did you not accept my wager? I mean, arguably, it should have been an easy wager for you to accept, and you had a very good chance of winning. Like, I think, like a 69 to 70% chance, arguably maybe even 72, 73% chance of winning. You could have won $100. I mean, even if I didn't pay you, which I would have tried to, or I definitely would have, you know, like, I mean, I got damn near 100, right? It's like I could have paid you some of it at least. But I mean, yeah. What was the wager? It was $100, and I was gonna go live for 12 hours on the 1st. But he said he's a pussy. He's like, I don't gotta prove nothing to you, banana. And then he said, his vagina hurts from what I did to it. And I was like, well, just quit making me R words, you cheesy. And then he was like, but I like it. So I was like, well, you know, that's what I was designed to do. So I just kept doing it. Anyway, you missed it. It was a good wager, and he chickened out. He did chicken out. Winning, right? It would have been I want to say it would have been easy-ish, because so the bet would have been like a 12-hour stream, but he didn't have to do a 12-hour stream. He could have did like 3 hours. I would have probably did a 12-hour stream because that's within the allotted time, and I want to win. So I'm just gonna do everything I need to do to win. But my whole thing was that I didn't think Jake or Cheesehead would keep their stream open for 12 hours or even be there for 12 hours. Plus, I was thinking of a couple of things I could show, like videos I could show and stuff. And I would do it at the prime time to do it too, which would probably be around noon to midnight or something around there. Maybe a little earlier, like maybe 10 to 11 or 10 to 10, something like that. I had a plan, a strategy to win, but again, Cheesehead was like, no, because of, you know, what I did to his vagina. He didn't have to do, no, it was an option to do 12 hours. He doesn't have to do 12 hours. This is like a thing where he could have did 2 4 hours, and I could have did 12 hours. I could have did 1 hour, And it would just be like, okay, this is my stream. I'm gonna go for like 6 hours, and I bet even if you go for 12, I'll still beat you, type of thing. But it's a risk. But I feel like he probably would have did like 4 hours and then quit, and I would have just stuck around as long as it took for me to win, which would probably be like 8 or 9 hours after he quit. Well, not after he quit, but in total, like 8 or 9 hours to win. That's why I was thinking in my head. So I was like, if you stick around that long, you would win money. You'd sit there and get high with your friends, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I'd win money if I win, I'd sit here and just get high, do whatever. Anyway, it was a wager that was definitely not in my best interest. But I was like, hey, come on, you bitch. And he was like, no, because of, again.
No, he's had that for years. It's funny.
Oh, okay. All right. Is he putting it up to troll? Because out of all the avatars,
it's a subtle troll for sure.
Yes, but we always talk about Nintendo.
By the way, there's $10 in drama money.
Drama money
around Pat.
Your drama
today.
Talk about getting ripped off.
All right, Mike, if you want to get in the cage, what's up, Spike? Go in with Spike.
I just realized that means Cheesehead was already watching us. LA Spike, you were right. Because that was the part I saw earlier. Actually, I do got this recorded already, but that's not the point, Cheesy. Because I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a video of this stuff where he kept saying you're gonna you were was it you sucking? Wait, no, who was sucking? No, it was David's mom was sucking somebody from. She was sucking you from the back, spread eagle. Cheesehead was saying some pretty outlandish shit the other day. That's why I was like, oh, if we get to this part where he starts saying he's getting sucked off by David's mom while he's spread eagle, and she's like licking his ass and his balls and rubbing his penis, and like it was pretty outlandish. I might embellish there a little bit, but he definitely said spread eagle.
I can go in with Dolby's. Let's see.
It's like, damn.
I've seen Mike take on 7 or 8 at once.
Yeah,
I've seen him take
but
on.
He's watching. But he's watching. That was my point, though, is that he's literally watching. He was literally watching because right when we went on it, it was like that. Like, what did we play? Like 2 seconds, and it was like. That means he was literally watching with his fingy on the button. Boy's been here watching me this whole time. And right when I'm like, hey, let's do this on the up and up just to fuck with Cheesehead real quick, just because I thought it'd be funny, he was already here and watching. And LA Spike called you out for that, for being a little pussy bush watching pussy, You're here. You're giving me a view. You're giving me your watch time. You're arguably enjoying the content. So I mean, why you hiding in the bushes, bro? You scared, pussy? You scared? You're afraid of Eric? You're afraid of Eric Lawless?
I still don't know what you don't monetize.
Me? I don't know. I think I honestly think I may make money doing it. I'm financially fine, but I might make them. But it'd be so much added stress. I think I don't want that stress.
No, I'm gonna make T-shirts. I'm gonna totally. I'll make 95%. I'll donate 5 to Mike because I'm gonna use his image and his.
Right.
No, come on, man.
Yeah, you could license yourself.
Make the money.
License your brand, and then we can make the money off it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you could get your little cut.
See, that's the Satanist coming out of Jeff right there. We need to bring him back to Christ, Mike.
You gotta pay me.
Bring him back
all
to
the
Christ.
I've heard on.
But real talk, Mike, come on. I know you're a good sport about this, but this would be an amazing T-shirt. It would sell like hotcakes.
What?
Come on.
What would they? Mike sucks at Nintendo?
But
I can make that.
It's fun. It's not your real image. It's just a general name.
I could totally make that without the Mario.
I would wear that T-shirt. Jeff would wear that T-shirt.
Like, I could literally make a T-shirt if you want, and it can say Mike sucks at Nintendo. But I mean, I don't know if I can literally use the word Nintendo, because I think putting the word Nintendo might actually be trademarked. It'd be like Mike sucks at Nike, and it would be like, I think that's even trademarked. I don't know, actually. I just don't know if it's trademarked or right, Nintendo, or not. I guess I could find out for you. If you're willing to buy it, I'm willing to make things.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I would wear it.
I would wear that.
Mike sucks at nutting.
Put antlers on top of Mario's head.
Little
It's not even
antler
offensive
Mario.
because you claim Sega Genesis glory. You know.
No, I don't like that. I have a Genesis.
I got
I wasn't
PlayStation glory. Mine was PlayStation.
Oh, I gotta take this over for a second.
Anything
So
1
my
through
grandmother,
4, 1
right?
through 4.
She had
all
this
my
Sega
PlayStation there.
CD/Sega Genesis combo. It was together, right? And I was playing the CD part, and
then you broke
all of
it.
a sudden I'm
this
spinning
part.
around in this office chair,
I heard this
and the
part
cord
before.
gets tied up in
So
the
you
chair,
broke a
and
part of it.
the Sega CD part slams onto the ground and just breaks. Like that
Dumbass.
portion of it, like the whole thing hits the ground, but the cartridge portion, it works. But the Sega CD from that point on didn't work. I didn't tell anybody for years.
Was that
I
a
kept
Sega
that
Saturn?
secret.
They didn't figure out it was you?
It was no, it was Sega Genesis.
You know what's funny is one time when I was a kid, I had a PlayStation game, right? It was actually this game. I can show you the game. Let's see. See if it's still in here. No, it's not the one in here. What game was it? Well, not what game was it, but where the fuck is the game? It wasn't this game, but it was a game like this. Okay. I guess I was playing Twisted Metal last when I was playing the PlayStation 1. But it's an old black disc. This is an old PlayStation 1 game. This is what they used to look like. These DVDs. For some reason, when I was a kid, I thought it'd be smart because I wanted to take it to my friend's house, but I didn't want my family to know I was taking it because they'll be like, don't take your games or your things places. You're gonna lose them. Somebody might take them, or you're just gonna damage it. You're gonna mess it up, whatever. Basically. So I had my game. I was trying to sneak it out of the house. I put it in my pocket like this, dude. And I had it in my pocket. Everything was fine up until I got on my bike. Right when I got on my bike, my pants or whatever I was wearing tightened up, and the disc went like that, and I heard it crack. And I was like, I was like, I'm screwed. This is why they told me not to do things. They were like, don't mess with this. You're gonna break it. You're gonna do something. Just don't like take them. You got to be very gentle with these things, because they do crack. They do break and stuff. They'll get scratched. And arguably, it should have been in a case in the first place, but I didn't think I could fit the whole case in my pocket, so I just tried to sneak the game out. The game wasn't Twisted Metal 3. It was Bushido Blade. A game called Bushido Blade. Bushido is like sword fighting, basically, right? And I love this game, and I've said it so many times because when you hit somebody, like you got a sword and they got a sword, whatever. If you hit them right, like in the arm or something, their arm will kind of go limp, or if you hit them in the leg, their leg will go limp. And it's like, dude, but you could still be down there fighting. Like, let's say your leg's limpy, you're down there, you could still win from your back. It's just very unlikely because you're slower, it's harder to move, and you're like, but you can still get lucky. And I don't know. It just reminded me of that because I was like, I did that a long time ago, right? And recently, like maybe a year ago, my brother had came over and I was like, bro, you got to play this, we got to play this game again. Remember Bushido Blade? And while we were playing it, I told him the story because I couldn't hold it in. Like, I just started telling him this. I don't know. I was like, we're smoking weed. I was just like, oh, you know what happened to your old game, Bushido Blade? If you were ever curious, this is how it disappeared out of your life. And I just told him the story. It was like, dang. And he's like, what the hell, you little shit, basically, kind of deal. He didn't say that, but, he kind of gave me that vibe. Like, that's what, I guess, whatever, kind of probably thought like, oh, it just disappeared along with a bunch of other things at the times, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, back to the video. Good old stories.
This was Sega CD.
Did somebody else take the
point?
fall
I finally told him was the point of the
No,
story.
nobody took the fall for it. I was in the clear for years until I told on myself because I felt so guilty because People would bring it up in conversation. Hey, you remember that game Echo the Dolphin that we used to play? And
we can't play it anymore because of Moose.
So I came clean about it, but
you did finally come clean.
Yeah, it felt terrible, but once I got it off my chest, I was like, oh, that's dumb.
There's a lot of so many cool vintage games. I mean, like, you know, we have a place called Video Game Heaven, and all they sell is vintage games and cartridges. All day, and they're always busy. People our age, people when you get to like the 40, 50, stuff like that, you're dying to play the stuff of your youth. You know, you miss
Don't
it.
they have all that online now? Like you could just play.
Yeah, they have versions online, and they even have that
wrong with
Nintendo. It's like $60, and it has like 300 games built in.
Yeah, but it's not.
I have a Raspberry Pi.
I just get the old
one, and it has.
Oh yeah, you get Raspberry. You can put anything you want on it.
Sega, Nintendo, even some of the arcade hits like that. That Ninja
you can
Turtle.
Put anything you want on those things.
4-player Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah, in the arcade, that was great.
Yeah, way back when, before they took that shit out of the. They took it out of the arcade, man, because it was one of the only games that didn't steal your money. You could beat the game, you know, with only like $2 or $3.
So they took it out. It wasn't a moneymaker.
What turtle did you use? What was your favorite turtle?
I liked Raphael because I was always like, you know, the angry child who didn't have the father. Yeah. So I was like, I kind of resonated with him.
Yeah, they had personalities, the storyline, like backstories. Oh,
they all had different weapons. Who had the nunchucks?
That was Michelangelo. He was cool, dude. He was that happy dude, and he's always, let's go, cowabunga, dude.
Yeah, that was totally California style. I like.
Then you had Raphael, which Raphael was like the most angry. He was always pissed. Yeah, and then you had the guy with the bow, and then of course the guy with the sword, with the katana.
Raphael, Michelangelo, Leonardo, and Donatello.
And Donatello was like,
don't ask me how I know.
Donatello
was
Renaissance
people, I guess.
The first closet homosexual of all the Ninja Turtles.
Which one was Donatello?
Donatello, yeah.
What was his giveaway? His tail.
Yeah, he always carried around a stick, a phallic object everywhere he went.
The bow.
And he was a little. Did he have a bow too?
No. That was the stick. The weapon is the bow. It's a stick, but it's a long.
That seems like he would be more masked if he's carrying around a phallic object.
I don't know, man. He just didn't seem like he had it, dude. He didn't have as much personality as Raphael or Michelangelo. And Leonardo was in charge of everybody, so it was like, you know, he had to be like the fourth out of everybody. I've never heard anybody say they vote for him over any other turtle.
The other turtles in the neighborhood used to call him Donatello. That's like a Browns boy joke. I apologize.
We have to say it much slower.
Browns boy, you have your own brand of humor now.
Yeah, he spits out some really weird jokes, but you know, everybody has their own sense of humor. Definitely.
Do you guys remember? Did you guys have like the not Blockbuster or maybe Blockbuster, but just like those VCR rental or VHS tape rental places that you could rent the whole game system? That was the party weekend for us.
And you could rent VCRs, but those that didn't have their own VCR.
This is boring.
It wasn't Blockbuster. It was
Mike, do a backflip.
Mike, do a backflip down by the ocean, and you could rent.
Oh,
you could rent the VCR. Yeah. But Blockbuster was the place to be. Remember, Blockbuster used to always be jumping in there.
I believe so.
I spent hours in there just looking at picking out a movie. Spent half a.
Dude, Fernando, they jumped all over Megan. First of all, right? Like they jumped on Megan. They took away Megan's wrench. They were like, "No wrench for you, Megan." Why? Because on my backup channel, where I don't think Megan even had a wrench on the backup channel, honestly. But we were on the backup channel. And I think she was like, "Where's my wrench?" or whatever. I don't know. Something. But then she got a wrench, and I guess that pissed them off. And now they're like, we're not gatekeepers, but fuck you, Megan. You're over there doing things. They already hate you, Shameless. It don't take them long to hate you. Especially Cheesehead. That guy hates you for some reason. He hates you for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just women. When women talk to him, he fucking hates it.
Like half of the entire evening just trying to find the movie.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of ninjas and shit, what about the three ninjas?
Oh, the three kids.
Yeah, man. That was like
I do
Home
sometimes.
Alone. What about Home Alone? That
I'm
dude
curious
was the
what they're gonna
biggest
say a
gangster.
lot of times.
Yeah,
that dude was.
It's like a hate watching thing at this point, where it's like, haha, what are they gonna say about me? What is it? And sometimes it's easier just to skip. You know what we could do? Oh my god, I forgot. I have videos. I could just but you know what? I'd probably have to upload them. It'd take time, and then even then they wouldn't be edited. We'd just be skipping through it. But I did record their live stream. I just didn't edit it or upload anything yet. I didn't do any commentary or anything on it. But oh, you know what we could watch too? That was funny instead of this? Proby. That was good. What Proby did was good. Good. Let's see if on Cheesehead put his video back up while we're here. No. Nope, he left it down. All right, that's good too. I mean, because the thing is, if me and him were live at the same time, and all I wanted to do to win the battle, that like if we were both live streaming and I just wanted to win, all I'd have to do is restream him while I'm live, and he would just shut his live stream down probably. That's pretty funny.
Tommy, like,
oh, he put it back. Oh, nice, good job.
Chomo and shit, but I was like,
my baby mom's an adult.
Tommy's a chomo. That's right.
Y'all know me a long time. It takes a lot for
Turn
me
it
to
off,
get worked up and even cuss.
Are you
I don't
watching
even like to
Cheesehead?
cuss.
Turn it
Fuck
off.
that shit, Dave. Fuck that.
What you got Spike all worked up?
You got Spike all worked up.
Yeah, I'm getting all worked up. No, I heard that shit last night and I got pissed.
We'll skip around.
I actually have a
fucking
life.
guy has no life. He fucking.
All right, we'll go to the beginning.
This isn't a view thing. This isn't a sub thing.
If he doesn't,
this isn't a watch hour thing. This is
so. If Cheesehead just privates it again, we'll just start watching the Proby thing because there was some pretty good Proby stuff there, right? Like Proby covered stupid ass Dave, and sadly, the thing is, Proby stopped covering Dave right before Dave said the funniest fucking shit. Dude, if you would have held out for like 30 more minutes, we could have heard David going like, I'm gonna just starve myself to death, and my parents didn't make me no food, and then you hear Thumper and them trying to like talk him back to like, let's be a beat buddy. You don't gotta kill yourself today, kind of thing. It was good times. Yeah, Fernando, you and me both, except for when I do watch them, like right now.
This is strictly to go live.
And he made it private. Figured. All right, let's go look at Proby. This guy's clearly watching, though, right? This is what I mean. He's watching, though. That's what dude, Cheese, you're clearly watching this show right now. And I mean, just letting you know, we know you're watching. We know. Oh, we know. Should we watch Proby or Jack Talcott? Oh my god, he had a funny thing too. But let's go ahead and look at Proby and what's his face? Savage Dave and them. That was pretty funny when they did this thing here.
Oh no, he's just fucking knocking Lord Doc is what he's doing. An adult to talk to.
Find adults to talk to.
Right there.
What are they watching? Is that
look at Samurai.
I think it's YouTube Criers and Liars.
Fucking my mom, and then you say me and Mark tag.
Here we go. Okay, so this is the stuff. This is the stuff that Cheesehead probably doesn't want us restreaming, you guys. That's why he keeps making it private, probably because he was talking about banging his dude's mom and like spread eagle, ball sucking, dick sucking, all this like gum jobs and like a lot of weird things, right? But then he's like, "Oh, banana, you bad man," and then he says the most craziest shit he could think of. I mean, pretty funny, pretty funny. Why is James' mama texting me? Dude, Cheesehead has Dave's mom's number. That's crazy. Dude's banging. Apparently, he doesn't just like him black.
And Jake a blowjob.
Whoa. Wait, hold on.
You said that you was fucking my mom.
Okay, yeah, okay. Well, that's what happened. I'm getting fucking idiot, I swear. Dave's a fucking idiot. He don't know what the hell he's doing.
If you're stacking up, mom,
Alright, this is alright.
There we go. He finally fixed the shit.
Why are you so infatuated with my mom? I mean, literally, Cheesehead, you said that you was fucking my mom, and then you say me and Mark tag team my mom. So,
well, I mean, we did arguably in Cheesehead's defense. I think me, you, probably even Mike Cerrone have all mentioned like his dead dad, digging up his dead dad, fucking his dead dad back to death. You know, he comes back as a zombie. We fucking fuck him to death again. There's a lot of things we said about Cheesehead's dead dad, you know. The worst thing that was said about him came from Cheesehead himself, where he said his dad died of AIDS accidentally, I guess, because he said he meant to say age, but he said AIDS. I wasn't the only one that thought that, so I mean, just you know. So when people say your dad died of AIDS, it's because you told us that, motherfucker. I don't care if you misspoke.
You're over here touching nuts with one of us at some point in time, right, Cheesehead?
I thought Tommy was cool. He's just a follower of the crowd.
Why would you want to?
Obviously, Fernando, dude. I mean, you're barely getting that. He's a follower of the crowd. And the funny thing is, everybody's so outraged. They're so, oh my God, we need something to be so upset about, like a bunch of fucking Karens, that they're just fucking nitpicking at everything. And the truth is, once again, this always happens. They're all going to group up. They're all going to make a thing. They're going to be like, these people are bad. And then once these people get boring to them, they're going to start infighting. And we're going to have a bunch of fucking amazing, funny things happening soon. But the sad part is, again, I might have a full-time job coming up. So, hey, this might be good and bad, because even back then when I was doing a lot of these original things, I think I was making them before, you know, I kind of lost my job at the post office back then. So, I mean, like, I don't know. We might have more like edited videos and way less lives, but I mean, that's very good for business. Just saying, that's very good.
Touch nuts. If you're tagging my mom in,
I put commercials in.
And Mark's tagging her in. Well, you are a part of that, right?
Oh yeah, he was tag teaming his mom, I guess, or something.
And Rudy, you just are a fucking shit stain on your great grandma's couch, so nobody's gonna even talk to you. In fact, here you guys go. Here, check.
Poor Rudy, man. Nobody on earth likes Rudy. Not fucking even. Like, I want to hear Cheesehead and Jake tell me things they like about Rudy. Just be like, we'll wait. Rudy will wait. Well, I'll sit here and wait. What do you like about Rudy? Well, I like that he's not you, Banana. I'd be like, okay, that makes him feel great. Nobody likes you, Rudy. Jeez. How boring of a dull person do you gotta be for nobody to like you? It's crazy.
Guess out. Here's Rudy in all his fucking glory.
Illuma Tommy.
Where's it at?
Flip floppy Tom
Tom.
Tom.
Find it, Rudy.
Flip
We're gonna find you. There you are.
He'll flip flop
There
back
you
this
are,
way.
you
I know
fucking
he will.
stripper pose.
Oh shit.
There
Can
you
we
are,
show
Rudy,
that?
in all your fucking glory.
What
Look at
the
them
fuck?
saggy ass titties. Mike Cerrone ain't got shit on you, my guy.
That's gonna be me when I'm like 89,
Why is
bro.
his face so blurred? Like he fucked that up.
Cheesehead, that fucking post that you made earlier, that shit was weak as fuck.
Oh, I was like, who the fuck is talking? And I was like, oh, that's fucking Proby. I didn't know what his voice really sounded like. I forgot already because I think I haven't talked to him in a long time. I forgot he's like a foreign dude, right? Like white foreign dude. Yeah, cool dude. Just I totally forgot about his voice. I was like, that's not Marky Mark, right? That guy talks way too quick and doesn't like like that don't sound like Marky Mark. Yeah, I was like, oh, it's Proby. Forgot we're watching Proby. That's why I was like, hey,
your parents.
This is rare. That's what I mean. That's why I was like, what the hell? This is rare to see Proby doing. This is good. I like this. See, these I like. If I do go back to full-time work and Proby just starts reviewing videos and shit for the community, wouldn't that be amazing for all of us? I mean, especially me. It's not like people got to necessarily step back or step forward or anything, but I mean, when more people start doing what we do, we end up with way more content, even rushing for content and stuff. So, I mean, I don't know, something. I think it's cool. Whatever.
Your fucking mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters,
like I did
children
my
that you
time.
probably don't have because you don't get any pussy.
I mean,
you've
not
never fucking
Tommy.
had a girlfriend in your life. Otherwise, you'd probably have a loose youngin' running around.
Well, I thought Tommy was Tommy DTV. That's what I thought it was.
So obviously,
I got the joke.
I could prove that I got pussy. I got a child.
That's what I was thinking.
Your little short midget fat ass ain't doing nothing. You little bald prick.
Oh. What's he talking about?
You think it's fucking great that you work in a factory? Yay, good for you. Hey, yeah, you have a job. Hey,
yeah, that's good.
I'm a mechanic.
We're not.
$50,
hey, I'm a mechanic. I changed spark plugs for some gay guy that fucked me in the ass afterwards and made $50. That makes me a mechanic. How often do you change Marky Mark spark plugs versus letting him change your oil? I don't know. I thought it'd sound right, but it just sounds horrible. Letting them check your filtration systems. Is that something a car? That's not even something a car has. Letting them check your coolant reservoir. Is that a thing? No. What? Yeah, coolant reservoirs. Wait, no. I don't know. Letting them check your radiator. That's good. That's a good one. Radiator sounds good. I like that. So like, how many times are you servicing his car versus Marky Mark servicing that ass to get your money? Come on. We know the truth. Don't lie. Barbara Knight exposed you, dude.
By the way, pretty good hourly rate if you ask me. All I did was change 4 spark plugs.
Nice.
4.
I knew they sounded right.
I only had to remove 4 bolts.
I know how to change a tire.
Spark plugs. Put 4 in, put 4 bolts back in.
You need a special tool to do that.
Dumbass.
Yeah, but you need like a $30 little metal thing to do that, right? It's a special kind of socket that is cut in half already. Or you can just get like a fucking metal clamp and an angle grinder and probably like cut a line in your own socket, and hopefully it don't break or anything. I don't think it would. And yeah, as long as you got a line in the socket, because I believe the thingies, like they have like these like little kind of like coil thingies you need to attach and shit. And I don't know, it's just I remember I needed like a special socket for that one. I think if that no I might be thinking of a fuel injector. I don't remember which one I needed a special socket for, actually. It might have been the fuel injector, because I think that one has wires. The spark plugs don't have wire. I think it was a fuel injector I needed the special thing for. Maybe you just need a socket and a long fucking extender thing, and that's only a few bucks, right? So yeah, I don't think that's, I don't know. Coolant goes through the radiator. Is that true? I remember one time my radiator had a leak and I just kept putting water in it. I was like, it's leaking, it's broken. So I just started putting water in it and it kept leaking out the water. Let's see. Oh, Banana, do you know how to change a tire? I do. I changed one, what was it, like a month ago or something? Took me less than 10 minutes, arguably about 5 to 6 minutes. Took me that quick. But by the time I was done, I was sweating because I was down there. I was like, all right, if I'm doing this, I'm doing it. I like jacked the car up a little bit, just like half an inch to an inch. I jacked it up. And then I went to the tire. I loosened the nuts. So I started cracking the nuts, basically making sure all of them are loose. And then I jacked up the car the rest of the way to where the tire didn't have a pressure on the floor anymore. So I could pull the tire off pretty easily. And I undid all the bolts at that point and then took the tire off, put the new little donut on, and tightened all the bolts a little bit. So when I put the donut on, I tightened all the bolts like hand, and then I tightened them a little bit with the thing, but I didn't yank too hard down on the bolts because the car was still lifted. So then I lowered the car to where it's barely touching the ground now. And I started like cranking down on the bolts. So that way, even if I did like pull it off the jack, somehow it's just right on the ground anyway. It's not going to like drop or anything. And then once I tightened all the bolts, I put the car all the way down where all the pressure was on it. I checked all the bolts again to make sure they were all tight. And then put the other tire in the back and went to go get it fixed. And then they put the new tire on for me. But yes, that's how you change a tire, baby. Not so very hard, but a lot of these little soy boy bitches don't know how to do things. It's just crazy. You got to know how to change a tire. Why are we rambling about that? I don't know. Back to the video. The point was, I can. That's right. That was because of that comment.
$50 in 2 hours, I bet, asshole. I know you guys fucking listening.
Bro, I think Mike's reign gets more action than these two.
Who gives a fuck about what I do and don't mop? Who calls themselves mop anyways? Maybe I'll mop your ass up. Huh? How about that, mop? I'll spill your fucking leaky fluids and then I'll use the fucking hair on your head to mop them up and clean up the place.
Spill your leaky fluids. That sounds like you're gonna blow them or jack them off.
Your fluids.
Yeah, jack them off.
That could be antifreeze, could be oil, could be anything on your car, and I'll just flip you over and use your head to wipe it up. You want to call yourself mop? I guess you are a mop to mop it up.
Mop up the cum off of you.
Yeah, laugh at it. She said, $50.
Why does he hate the
well,
mop
you couldn't
guy?
make $50 in 15 minutes unless you was on your knees giving Jake a blowjob.
Oh, so earlier, like my first delivery, I think I got $19, just like normal for the delivery, but it was like 10 miles or something. So it was to me, that's a good trade. Like 10 miles, and I picked up the food. It was Indian food, I believe. Delivered it 10 miles. I listened to music. I had a decent time. I got to drive around. $19. That was one of the deliveries. They're not all like super chill, but I mean, like, that one wasn't bad. It started off the day in a very good thing. So like I did a few more. I got a little bit of gas. And then later on, I remember I did another one. It was $7. And it took me to a place, and the guy had changed the address like mid drive, you know? And so he was like, hey, if you drive it to me, I'll give you a few extra bucks or whatever. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. I already got your food. I'm already at this place. I'm in my car. Why not just drive to the new place? Whatever. Fuck it. Yeah, get there. So it was like a $7 order. The guy tipped me $20. So I made $27 on one delivery there. Didn't expect to make that. I thought I was gonna make I thought he'd tip me like a 5 or a 10 piece or something, but that was cool because I was like, oh yeah, you know, like, and those are just a few of the like many orders. It's just like sometimes it works out that way where it's like, hey, like most of the work gets done right away just on a few simple orders when people are generous and tip very well, arguably, because I wouldn't tip no $20 for anything really. I don't think, unless I was rich. If I was very rich, very well off, then yeah, I'd probably be tipping $20. I'd be like, hey, you're the lucky guy that brought me food today, so you know, whatever. But yeah, you never get 50 plus orders. I've gotten like 40 something plus, but like let's say 44, I think it was. But yeah, I never got like fucking 50 or 100. No, I think I got one that was like catering. I guess technically catering is said. and it just required I have like a catering bag, but I don't know what a catering bag is. So I was just like, sure, I got a heat bag, and I just put it in my big orange bag that I got. It's like a big pizza bag, but it fits like 4 pizzas in it. So it kept the food warm, and I got it there. I didn't have to like cater, like, you know, give it to the people one by one or anything. I just dropped it all off and was like, all right, bye, you know. So it's cool. But yeah, you get those orders. They're called catering orders, but really it's just when you pick up like a bunch of meals for a big group of people at one place, though. They're all at one place. So it's like you'll have to pick up, like, let's say it'll be like 5 meals from, let's say, Burger King or something, but you gotta take them all to one place. It's like, okay, you gotta have enough like room for these drinks. And I got 8 cup holders in my car. So I got 1 on each door. I got 2 in the middle, and then I have this little carrying thing, and I actually have 2 in the back on they're not in the middle, they're on the side doors, but I don't use those either, obviously. But like they're in the back where the doors would be, obviously. But yeah, like yeah, I don't know. I always have enough room for cups there. I don't know. What was the point of this? Back to 40 hours a week pretty soon. Let's see, fingers crossed still, but you know, if I gets the contract, yo boy gonna be going crazy over there. He'll be like, I'm over here, bitches, what's up? You know, like, you all crazy over there in the workplace. You have me in the workplace making little shorts, acting crazy.
Dave's never worked your life. You've never gotten off of your couch a day in your life, Rudy. Shut up.
I'll be all normal because I won't be all
likes you.
drinking
Even
or
fucking
smoking.
Jake and
I was
Cheese
like,
said
we're at
fucking bus
war.
bangers. It's your dumbass. You're just too stupid to see it. You sit there and laugh it off like a fucking little fairy fag that you are. Rudy, you're dumb as fuck. You're the dumbest. That's why you trigger people, because you are the dumbest person on the internet. Mike Cerrone is smarter than you, Rudy.
Boringest.
At least Mike knows when somebody's throwing diggers at him.
No, he
You're
don't.
so
He
stupid
don't
you
know.
don't understand it, that the people that you think are your friends are up there throwing fucking shots at you.
Yeah,
and
they
you just
fucking hate you. That's what I
laugh
was
it the
saying.
fuck
They
off like
they
a
hate
goddamn
you,
retard
Rudy.
that you are.
Everybody does, though.
Think about it, Rudy.
No offense. Not a big
Use that
issue.
fucking little pea brain pebble head motherfucker, whatever's on your fucking shoulders, and think about it. Why is it that they only laugh or talk when somebody starts talking about penises? Huh, Rudy?
Because they like penises. And
you know, I've been going at bat for you guys for the last couple days too. If you didn't fucking realize, except for fucking Cheesehead with his head shoved up his fucking ass. 6 hours yesterday that I was actually saying, you know what, Cheesehead is right about this cocksucker. We was talking about Ham Banana, not you, Cheesehead.
Hate bonding, the hate bonding's real, bro. He's like, let me hate bond you. I remember Proby says it too right here, I think. At least Ruzy has an ID. Oh, those are facts. Those are facts. I think he showed us his ID.
We was talking about Ham Banana. We was talking about Mike Cerrone.
With you, Cheesehead.
He is trying to hate bond. That's what that was right there.
I'm sorry that we didn't spend 9 hours crying and whining about you.
It would actually, it would be way easier for me to hate bond with Savage Dave if I want to. Like, we could just totally hate bond. But the problem is that would come with Thumper 88 and Samurai. And Samurai stutters, and Thumper 88's a backstabbing piece of shit. So I mean, that would not be great for business. And then once Savage Dave gets upset, he pulls out his little pecker. So that also wouldn't be good. So the hate bonding there isn't like, it wouldn't be great, you know, for business. You know, if you stop and think about it before you hate bond, sometimes you know.
That's 3, which is the same amount of time that you spend whining and crying about us, right? Tit for tat. Remember that. Eye for an eye, tooth for tooth, fucking tit for tat. You fuck with me for 3 hours, and I designate 3 hours for you.
That's weird.
You stop it, I'll stop it. Simple as that. I don't know how hard it is, but you just want to keep fucking, oh, well, I'll continue to constantly fuck with Dave. Yeah, you can fuck with Dave. That's perfectly fine.
Damn it.
When you bring my mother into it that doesn't even have anything to do with YouTube, And you're talking about I'm fucking her, Marky Mark's fucking her, you're fucking her. Cheesehead, you're a sick individual. You are a piece of
You
shit.
are.
You are garbage. You are the fucking low life scum of the fucking earth. My mom has never done any fucking thing to you. Don't bring her up into it. Simple as that. Don't bring her up. You're fucking weak by bringing in family. When the person that you're mad at has never brought any of your family in. I'm not Mike Cerrone. I ain't talking about your dead dad. I ain't talking
I
about
still think
your
that cat
shitty
is
ass
alive,
dead
by
fucking
the way.
dog that you cried and whined about. I'm not talking about your fucking fucked up crack-headed mother. I am now though.
Who?
You got my attention.
Wait, who?
Bitch.
Who is he talking to? Who?
So what you gonna do?
You talking
about
about Rudy?
You gonna
Rudy's
fucking put
mother ain't
my
nothing
fucking
crazy.
face, Thumper's face, and
ain't.
Cyrax's face in a fucking
think.
thumbnail that you couldn't even get right?
I think he made that
Half
up.
of Thumper's head's
Like
gone.
his
My face is
Fuck,
the
he's
only
getting a
one
bit
there.
triggered,
Half
eh?
fucking 3/4 of Cyrax's face is all chopped up. What the
Sounds
fuck are you
really
doing? Like you're
upset.
fucking some kind of professional fucking thumbnail artist. You're a fucking weak little pussy ass bitch, dude.
Fuck, he's
Mind
so
your
bad.
own business. Mind your fucking goddamn stream and leave mine out of the fuck out of your mouth. Or otherwise, and I'm telling you right now, otherwise you're
He's about
not
to
gonna have a
cry.
happy day some point in time. And it ain't gotta be me, it ain't gotta be anybody else. Karma is gonna get you right. And it will be sooner than later, I'm sure. You'll be out there driving to work and then you're fucking somebody will rear end you and your car flips and you fucking get decapitated under a goddamn semi truck.
If he drives and owns a car and a license, Dave.
Yeah, you're all gonna get decapitated and die because you made fun of Savage Dave for not ever getting an ID or taking care of his son or doing anything he's supposed to be doing. And then we're making fun of him because when his parents leave or die or just kick him out eventually, he's gonna be a lot lizard. Slanking booty hole for fucking meals and a few extra bucks, arguably even drugs. Probably hard drugs. Do you know how he's gonna die? Alone somewhere with drugs in his system, in the hot sun or the cold night. Just sad and pathetic. And it's not even gonna be long after his parents leave him or pass or anything. It's probably gonna be within the same year or two. Then David's gonna be gone because David cannot manage without them. He cannot. It's not possible. It's not possible.
Hey, one more asshole away from the goddamn YouTube streets, and go ahead and report that, you petty bitch.
Yeah, petty bitch. Oh, I'd let him hate bond with me. He owes me $10 though. I'm like, bring him in. Just he's got to pay to play now because fuck him.
Okay, Brian, King Dave, how do you disable the EGR on a 351 Windsor, and what results do you get from it?
feel like
Any
you just
mechanic
Googled that
would
right
know
now.
the answer. Okay, if you disable the EGR from a 351 Windsor, the
Googled
car
it.
will still run, but it will misfire because the EGR is part of the ECU, and it controls the ignition switches.
I don't know if that's right or wrong. That's all jargon to me. No clue. No
And
clue if that's
it
right or
controls
wrong.
the ignition switches by measuring how much gas, air,
Oh,
and
he's wrong
spark that
anyway.
it gets all at the same time.
That's what yeah, that's definitely one of the little electronic things. When the air comes in, something needs to measure the amount of
You know
air
what, Gaming Corner's
and
got
the
it right.
fuel
I'm at war with
injectors. I
Banana,
remember
not
that.
fucking you, Cheesehead. You're the one that keeps
Bon.
me relevant
Hey,
by
Bon.
constantly tagging me in your fucking shitty little.
You're the one that keeps me relevant. Well, then, if you're dying to be relevant and grow in subscribers, then you should be happy is keeping you relevant with this nonsense. I don't know, like I think it's weird that like he gets 3 hours out of his time to basically talk on the platform and he chooses to spend so much of it Currently talking about me. That's what I like. I mean, like I like it and I don't like it. Like I like it that I'm getting attention, even if it's bad attention, and that's not good. That's why I don't like it, because that's not a good trait to have. But I mean, I have it as well. She said also has it. She said likes some of this. He gets off on some of this, obviously. I mean, we all are. Even Dave does when you're not completely under the water and getting punched in the stomach and trying to swim up for air and everybody's just punching you down again. It's usually pretty fun at the pool party that we're all enjoying, we're all at the pool party. But when that's not happening, it's usually pretty fun. It just happens to be the time where David's getting punched again because all the things he does and says, and a lot of it's funny, but most of it just stems from the community hating lazy people. Out of everything, it's not even I don't know, I think it's pedophiles they hate the most. It seems to be lazy people that won't get up and work. Arguably everybody hates pedophiles, even me. I hate pedophiles. I don't want to have to be around them, but when your job is to talk to people and try to not judge them and do these things, arguably interrogate them sometimes to get information about them and learn about them. That's basically what a conversation and being friends with somebody is. You got to kind of interrogate the fuck out of them and be like, hey, are we capable of being friends? Because I got to know a lot of shit about you, and you got to know a lot of shit about me. And we got to be like, are we going to be cool? Because these things are always going to be mentioned throughout our careers from now on. If we decide to do things together, work together, and all this, better be really cool about the shit we did in the past or whatever. It's just, that's the things in this game. You got to deal with. It's crazy.
Oh.
Going on about my nonsense, my own drama.
At least I gave it a fucking try.
Oh yeah, geez, it's so funny.
Better than what most of these motherfuckers can say.
Fuck yo trying, David.
You know what? I'm gonna start doing videos on me working on vehicles. And then maybe that'll shut you motherfuckers up.
It would. Do it. That would. I'm gonna do videos.
Can you even afford oil to put in the car? Like a little loan.
I now got a flat and I'm changing my tire.
Yeah, I know that the EGR doesn't do that. That's what the ECU does. Rudy, do you know what a distributor is? I know what a distributor is. It's where all the signal from the battery and alternator comes in and distributes the fucking spark to all the spark plugs. As soon as you get your distributor out of line, you're out of timing. You move the little distributor cap around, quarter inch, eighth of an inch. It'll start running better, start running worse. Yeah, you ain't getting me on a fucking carbureted motor. Sorry, buddy, because new cars don't have distributor caps no more. They got coil packs, stupid.
I don't know what they're talking about right now. Car parts? They're going on about cars? All right, skip ahead.
Brody, I actually was
I don't know shit about cars.
Thinking that you was on the right path doing good. I was watching a lot of your Mike Cerrone videos and whatnot. And then because I started fucking with Cheesehead, you got to come over here and piss with me.
Oh, here we go.
All right, buddy.
Back to the drama. Right away.
I thought we all had a truce, with Combat Wombat, you, and all the other dickholes. Okay.
Combat made a truce with Dave?
I still have a truce with Combat.
Again?
Proby, you're done, buddy. You're done. And I don't mean done as in
you're
like
done,
you're done
Proby.
from YouTube. No, you got my attention is what I'm gonna say. You're not done from YouTube. I'm not even after you like that, but yeah, you got my attention. No, it was a personal truce on my end. That's why I quit fucking with you guys. I quit fucking with everybody.
Something.
The only one that I continue to talk about these days, Ham Banana and Cheese Dick over there. But hey, you brought yourself back into it. Well, I guess we're just gonna do this again. This is what you guys want, right? Drama.
Absolutely. That's why I feed off of.
That's what makes your channel grow.
Give me that
and
sweet,
you're gonna
sweet
stop growing,
drama.
especially when Cheesehead quits buying his fucking subscribers. Everybody's noticed that, Cheesehead.
Okay,
3 months ago, you
won't
just
talk about
barely
that.
cracked 500 and got your fucking memberships and it's going. In 3 months, you gained 2,000 subscribers. Oh shit! That's all I can say is oh shit. You didn't gain no fucking 2,000 subscribers that fast. Fucking people buying them cocksuckers for you. You're buying them yourself.
Somebody's buying them for sure. It
Ain't
doesn't
nobody
help your
believe you.
channel,
You still got
sadly.
the same 40 people that come in up in your chat, Cheesehead, that you did when you had 500 subscribers. Where's all the new people at? 2,600, and you ain't got a single new fucking name come in. It's all the same 40 motherfuckers. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to everybody else. Be honest. You bought them cocksuckers.
And see, this is what I mean too about, like, I know I mentioned this too, is like, with me, I could kind of prove my subscribers because you see them come in when I do police videos or like chili videos. And I could show you subscribers that come in from my live streams, which is basically none. It's like 1 to 2 per live stream, if that. Lately I've been losing subscribers during live streams, so the ones I do kind of gain from the police videos, I kind of lose from, you know, the people I offend when I do what my live show. And then some of those same people that watch the police videos and all that stuff, or the drama videos, whatever I happen to be making. But yeah, like a lot of them came in from Chili and like recommendations from Frauder Joe and Team Skeptic and stuff like that at the time. Got a lot of subscribers through those outlets. So I mean, like, I don't know. I got like proof where my subscribers are coming from. He gained a bunch of subscribers and there's no new people. There's no proof of like, oh, you did work and you put up videos and look, you gained these subscribers. Was it going to be like, oh, you did a live stream one week and you gained 200 subscribers? Is it going to show that in your stats? It's going to be like, hey, this one live stream you did, 200 subscribers, you know, like, be like, bravo for you. Where are they at though? I don't see them. Do you see them? I don't see them. Where are they at? You know, like that was something I thought too. And I mean, you can't control it though. If somebody else buys them, you can't control that. So I mean, either he bought them or somebody else bought them, but they're clearly bought subscribers. That was part of why I did the challenge, where it's like, hey, you know, if I go like when you guys, so when she sent them go live, right? It's about 2 to 3 p.m., maybe 5 p.m. to prime time, which is around 7, which actually is 7 p.m. would be prime time to me. But anything between like 10 a.m. to prime time, going on to 9 and then 10 at the latest, 10 to 10 would be the ideal time to go live here in Arizona and make the most views, the most money. So, I mean, the fact that I usually go live at night at the very end of the day, like when everybody's asleep, really does attribute to the people that do watch, and then the people that watch later in the mornings and afterwards and all that. I don't know. It's just it's the whole timing thing. So I do think, like, yeah, you get a lot more live viewers and junk when you do go at those times. So that is a plus for them, but I don't know if they know that, like, necessarily. But yeah, even then, I still think they're buying, you know, something or somebody is just to boost them up. Like you saw, like they got a bunch of super chats today. I kept like seeing the little sticker thingy or something, right? Or they kept going on like the Jake guy kept doing my image, like my little like thing I would do, like be like winning, and then like like, and then he kept doing it, and then he did it like 3 times at least, and I was like, ha, these guys, you know, like, I don't know, just I don't know. I definitely have this little space in their minds, and I don't think it's very little at all. I think it's most of it at this point, which is good. It's very good. This is good. in a weird way. I mean, them emulating me and thinking about me constantly is part of what we're doing in a weird way. But we're not getting the loving results where they give me all the money that I want yet. So I mean, once we get there, I guess my goals will be realized. I don't know, something. We'll see.
Somebody bought
I don't know what my
you.
goals are at
They're
this
not
point.
real.
I'm just gonna start working again.
Ask me how
I'm
I
just gonna
know,
start
'cause I've
working
been
again.
there
I
and
guess those
done
gonna be
that.
my
I
goals
didn't pay
from now
for
on.
myself, but somebody bought them for me. And yes, they stuck, but I didn't change up any of the new people that were coming in. Nobody knew, no new names are coming in. I still had 1,250 subscribers, and I still had the same 20, 30 people that I did when I was at 200 subscribers. You're not fooling me. You're not fooling Thumper. You're
My
not fooling
subscribers
Ham and Anna. You're
hasn't
not fooling
budged
any
in
of
a week
anybody that fucking
at
sees
all.
you and watches
It's been
your
stuck
shit.
in the same area
The
for
only
a long
fools that
time.
you're fooling are the fools that you're fucking that you got up there.
Yep.
All the fools that all they want to
The ones
do and
throwing
all
the
the reason
money
that
at
they're
you.
there is to
They're
listen to
greasing
you
you
bitch,
up.
whine, and
They're
complain.
greasing
Drama,
you up.
drama, drama. If you talked about birds, bees, honey, and rainbows and all that shit during your
Step one is
3-hour live
do it.
stream, you wouldn't have half them
Do
motherfuckers
it.
there. But you talk
Just
about
do
Sewage
it.
Dave,
Do it.
you
Do
talk
it
about
now.
fucking Milky Boob Cerrone, you talk about Hand Job Banana, and your fucking stream goes butt wild, don't it? Guess what? You're gonna hit that stopping point. You already have. That's why you've had to buy.
Yeah, because they'll get bored with it.
You've already hit that stopping point. Ain't nobody else
I doubt
gonna
he
want to come
bought
up
the
there and
subs,
listen to your
honestly.
shit. I lose people when I do the same fucking thing.
Like, I doubt Cheesehead bought his own subs there because you don't gain anything from doing that necessarily, other than being like, oh, I got more subscribers than you, like Joey was doing back in the day. Like, I got 30,000. I'd be like, where the fuck are they, bro? I'd love to be living off your clout right now. Where bring your friends, bring all 30,000 of them, buddy. I'd love to talk to them. Like, we want that clout.
Because nobody wants to hear it anymore. You sit there for 3 hours. You said on your post earlier today that I sat there the whole live stream crying about you. Dude, I did 9 hours. I couldn't think of enough things to say bad about you for 9 hours worth of content. I struggled to think about enough bad things for the last 3 hours. Dude, we sat up here for the first 6 hours of my live stream laughing and having a good time watching videos. Nobody even fucking made a mention of your dumb broke ass. Nobody cares of that. God damn it. Nobody cares enough about you to fucking sit there for 9 hours and talk shit about you. I'm sorry. You are not that relevant.
Allegedly.
You got anything to add in on this, Thumper?
Yeah, that cheesehead guy, he's a real piece of work.
Yeah, I gotta get a beer. I gotta go get a beer.
Oh my god, dude. Well,
that's all you got to add.
Wow,
I gotta get a beer.
What an idiot.
All right.
Yeah, let me grab a beer real quick and then I'll put my 2 cents in.
Cheesehead, I don't want you anymore. What do you mean I'm gonna be pissed off when you do your little
Oh, I
shitty
thought I
live
said I
stream
don't
later?
want
Fuck
you. Oh my guys, I said I don't
talking
want
about
you.
because you keep tagging me
Like
in your
what?
fucking posts
That's
like a
weird.
dumb fuck.
Weirdo.
I don't want you no more. I used to watch 100% all the fucking time, but guess what, dude?
You blew
Let
that.
me talk, dude.
You blew that.
You was over there
No more Savage
crying
Dave
on
watching
fucking
you.
what's his name? So you're trying to get Mike Cerrone to shut the fuck up, wasn't you? We played that last night. Let me talk, dude. Oh, little crying bitch. Let me talk, dude. So I play that again and show all your friends. Let me talk, dude. And you cried because you was getting over talked. Aw, you poor little baby bitch. I'm sorry. Does that bother you?
Does that bother you? Oh, is that a covetous Jew? Oh my god.
Look, some of my people are coming over and thwarting
Then
your
a
fucking
prosperous
stream,
Jew.
right? Yeah, I used to have a crush on Davey.
I used to have a crush on Dave.
You're not taking us anywhere. You're not gonna fuck us up. You're not gonna throw us off our track.
Yeah, you're not gonna do those things.
Here.
He'll be here, you
and
guys.
We will stay. I don't care how many channels you take away from me. I will always come back. I will always be there.
But like, there's no goal. Like, this is the thing.
We're not even gonna restream this shit no more.
So there's the thing with David Acton and his goals, right? So like, I monetize Cheesehead, I believe is monetized. People are making money. Fraud or trolls monetized. These people are monetized, right? Everybody's making money here and doing things at the very least, you know? So yeah, like, you do need to straighten up and get your act together, David. And that was something we all came in telling you. It's something we all live with and know about ourselves and our things, you know. We all got to do our things that we need to do. And you just need to start being able to do the things you need to do, because right now you're not able to do anything you need to do, David. So everybody's always going to pick on you, especially worse than they hate me. Like, they hate me. They don't just despise me for existing and not doing things or being a complete lack of like waste of oxygen, space, and all that. They hate me for the things I physically and like electronically and all these things get up and do. Arguably it's all entertainment or something, but I mean, it's something for sure. It's definitely something. I don't know if you'd call it entertainment because the people are not entertained, but fuck them. Step one of ruling a cult is fuck the people, right? Ain't that step one? I don't know. Either way, if I were God, I'd be a vengeful one. That's for sure. All right, we're rambling. Let's get back to the video then. All right, if we're rambling, we'll go back to the video. I do like rambling.
I don't need your content to create my content.
You were just using my content for the last half hour, Dave. Come on, bro.
No, they need our content to create their content. So.
Well, that's not necessarily true. I can use anybody's content to create anything I want, or I could just sit here and read the comments and talk to the people in the comments if I wanted to. I could put a link and have people come up on the panel, arguably, if I wanted to. That's kind of a hit and miss, though. And then, you know, like, then you got to start placating to the shit they want and all that bullshit. So, I mean, there's a lot in that. That's why I haven't been dropping links lately and stuff, because, like, there's a lot of stuff that goes with that. And it's like, sometimes the show is just better when I'm cool, calm, and just me being myself. You know, don't guys.
Oh, you know, that's how it's going. So
open crazy for 5 fucking years now. I don't need anybody's
5 years.
That's why I said
I'm not getting paid.
About 6 months ago. I'm doing this.
You're getting paid less.
Running solo.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
I don't need anybody's help. I don't need anybody's content.
That's not true, though, because you do need...
I don't need to be fucking...
So the truth is, everybody probably needs somebody's help. Like, when I broke through to monetization, I needed Fraud or Troll's help, and I needed Team Skeptic's help. Arguably, I got a little kick from KFAR because he liked me at a point. I don't think he does anymore. I doubt any of them do anymore. Well, I know Fraud or Troll doesn't because he called me disgusting and all that. I don't know about Team Skeptic. That guy's just so far beyond our little plateau, and he's been rising and rising. So, I mean, I don't think he's coming back to address any of the low shit we're doing down here. But anyway, yeah, like, what was the point? Everybody's getting paid except for Savage. Everybody, and that is the way it's supposed to be. That's what I tried to tell you, Savage Dave. There's no future for you on YouTube necessarily. Like, you could stream things to YouTube, but you need to be streaming them also to Rumble or somewhere else where you can monetize and get paid, because you cannot get paid by Google, because when you do, they're going to be like, what's your name? and then you're gonna go, I'm David Acton, and then they're gonna like be like, well, that name's been flagged, and they're gonna look at the picture of the guy that showed his penis, and they're gonna look at you, and they're gonna be like, is this you? Is this your penis? Did you do this multiple times? If so, we're not gonna pay you to be, doing things on this, because this is social media, this. So the rules are different here than a real worky place job. See, a real worky place job doesn't necessarily give a fuck about what you do on social media unless they are part of social media, or they or the thing you did is literally like a crime and that bad that they're just like, fuck you. So that usually doesn't happen, by the way. But I mean, you'd have to be like Jeffrey Epsteining shit for that to happen or something. All right. Back to bullshit.
Out there restreaming people or doing other people's stuff like fucking Angel Newfoundland.
You just restreamed me like 2 seconds ago. What are you on about?
Or Angel Newfound Bedpan. That's what I was
Hey,
calling.
Amanda Erickson, how's it going?
I want to do TikToks and restream everybody else's content.
Cheers.
Mr.
Dave, you were just watching the
Cheese said, I don't watch, but I know everything that's going on.
No managers today except for Fernando.
Same way with his bud buddy Jake. I don't watch,
except for
but I know everything is going on. Most of y'all motherfuckers have been up in my chat the last few streams. Tell me you don't fucking watch. Tell me you ain't fucking here all the goddamn time. Y'all fucking sad human beings. I quit watching all y'all dumb shit. Because it's a fucking repeat episode every time.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed that I can tell you exactly what you're going to talk about come next or tomorrow when you do your live stream. You're going to talk about.
And this is sad because this game's so repetitive and obvious to people. I think Dutchy, Wicked Weenie, and Squishy caught on to the repetitiveness. Every time we try to talk, Cheesehead overtalks us and starts complaining about Savage Dave and Ham Banana or Mike Cerrone. And the thing is, I don't know if Cheesehead notices this, but literally all you do is bitch, Cheesehead. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Nag, nag, nag. Whine, whine, whine. Red, red wine. Like King Troll almost. King Troll, all he does, he'll go up there and be like, well, this is what's wrong with everybody in the community, and I'm so offended, and I'm so upset about this, and fuck them, blah, blah, blah. And that's fine sometimes, but not every single episode all the goddamn time. There's a reason why you don't want me to play your video, and it's because you whining, looking like a stupid bitch. But don't worry, I saved all of it. So even if you don't repost it again, I still have it and I can clip it and edit it. And sure, you can strike that. You can lose the strike and you can probably even end up losing your monetization by doing stupid shit like that. But you do you, buddy, because game on, right? Fuck it.
About me, of course. You're going to talk about Mike Cerrone, of course. You're going to talk about Thumper.
It is, bro.
You're going to talk about Ham Banana.
Dude, they tried to talk.
Of course. Then you might throw in a little.
They like three. There's like maybe 4 or 5 times actually, like close to 4 or 5 times they tried to change the subject. Like one time they were talking about pizzas. One time they were trying to talk about like cars or something. I don't know. And it was always about food. They always tried to change the subject to food or something, right? But Cheesehead doesn't let it happen. They'll be talking about like, oh, this video game or something. They'll try to change the subject to something they want to talk about. I think at one point it was Korn, the band Korn, because I recently did a short with Korn in the thing. So now they're talking about Korn, because you know how that works. I implanted an idea in their head with a simple little image, and now, every time they think of Korn, they think of me looking like Beetlejuice, apparently.
Football or
I love it.
Food or something in between times.
It was complaining.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
It was
3 hours, and that's all that you're going to cover.
See, I don't always complain. I critique things, but I won't always be complaining. Like, oh, wow, fuck you,
and I'm
all the time. Not all the time.
That many people that are that interested in hearing the same old episode over and over again.
I complain. I
that
will,
just goes
but
to
not
show
all
just
the
how
damn
stupid
time.
your fans are. Each and every fucking one of them, and I don't care who they are. And you had a fucking tranny on your fucking panel the last time. Liliana, you can't tell me that dude's not a dude.
What?
You got a tranny on your panel, Chief?
Liliana
That
ain't no
motherfucker's
dude.
got a bigger
Come
Adam's
on.
apple than mine.
No, she ain't.
Next time he comes up, tell him pull his fucking pants
Wait,
down.
well,
Let's see how
she's got
big
to
his
show
dick
some
is,
boobs
right?
now. She said she had boobs.
Unless
I
he
don't
already
know.
got through the fucking transformation
Does
and
she
got him a
look?
pussy.
I'm pretty bad
That
at
is
that too.
definitely
Is
a
she?
dude.
Is she a dude?
Even Mama Dukes came in and looked
Guys,
at it. I
let
said,
me
I
know.
didn't
Is
even
she
tell
a
her nothing.
dude?
I said,
Is
tell me
she?
what that is. She got a real close look and listened to the voice. That's a dude. Obviously.
Even his mama thinks it's a dude, you guys. Even his mom thinks that's a guy over there. Jeez.
Oh, they're gonna love this one. I just spilled beer on my fucking computer. I'll be right back.
Well, I told you how to stop doing that, you retard.
Yeah.
What's that? Quit drinking?
I'm almost out of beer, so we'll
beer
be
away
out of
from
here,
your
by the way.
stupid computer.
I'm almost out. Just a little
Well, I
drink
did,
left, and
but,
then we'll be
you know,
done.
It didn't work out real well for me.
Let's skip ahead and see if anything good happens here.
Didn't work out real well for me at all.
Let's skip around. Let's see. Let's see if he keeps complaining. What's going on? I watched a lot of this earlier, so I know he complained a lot.
Oh, please don't ever say that on a live stream again.
What do you say? What do you say?
I'm sorry.
I'm running
He's
away
too
to
gay,
Switzerland. Fuck that.
What do you say?
I don't want no little bald midget coming at me with his dick in his hand. I'm sorry.
What? What are they talking about? What? I'm afraid to go back or
She
skip
said-
forward.
And this isn't on no gay shit, but I'll tell you what. I'll give you a way out of this. Cam up, you little bitch boy. Everybody else on the fucking YouTube streams pretty much is cammed up. You're the only one that's not. Show us what you're hiding.
You won't.
Show us your ugly fucking mug. I don't want to see what your body looks like. I don't give a fuck if you're short. I don't give a fuck if you're fat. Cam up like the rest of us do. I'm not pulling a Mike Cerrone.
Is that true, Cheesehead? Is Marky Mark banging
even the
Dave's
people
mom?
that do have shit to hide still cam up, but you don't. What are you
seriously
so
doubt
worried
that's
about
true.
that you don't want anybody knowing where you're at? Dude, I am one of the biggest fucking scumbags on YouTube, which is a fact.
So Proby was asking, is that true? Is Marky Mark banging Savage Dave's mom? I can let you guys know just based off of the things I know about, like the things, like let's say the facts that Cheesehead spits to people. I can tell you right away. I know for a fact about 70% of it's just fabricated bullshit he's doing to either get revenge or be like, well, tit for tat type of deals, or he just did it for funsies because he's like, well, I'm gonna be a prick and do it too, or he has it in his heart to just create those weird things. I don't know, but either way, I can tell you a lot of it that at least in my mind and from what I've seen, just hanging around the water cooler and knowing all these people for a very long time. Yeah, everything, not everything, but good 70% lies.
And everybody knows my fucking address, but I ain't got a free pizza.
He tells
I ain't
a
got
lot
nobody
of
show up to
lies,
my
and he
door
doesn't
with no
even
guns,
notice.
no nothing.
He
What
does
the
it.
fuck are you
I can
so
tell you that
scared
much.
of?
He doesn't notice, but other people are noticing. They are.
Answer that, you
Wicked
little
Weenie's
fuck.
noticing. Squishy noticed. I'm guessing.
Cam up. Quit being a bitch.
Freaking Dutchy noticed.
I'll cam up right the fuck now, and you'll see my ugly.
Tommy's
fucking
gonna
mug
notice.
in
Everybody's
my
noticing.
shitty-ass
I think
fucking
soon.
room in what you call a
It'll take
goddamn
time.
trailer, but you can't.
All you gotta do
you
is
got
be the
best,
star
best,
long
the
enough,
best. You
Cheesy.
got your
Once
nice
you're the
job,
star
you
long
got your
enough,
nice
everybody's
house,
gonna pick you apart.
got your nice car.
Look at his curtain in
But
the background. It's
nobody
a fucking
knows.
sheep,
You
a
don't
green
show
sheep. Look at
nobody
it.
nothing. Nobody
It's a
sees
little
you.
weird, yeah. It is weird. Game
Even
childish.
Thumper cams up and shows off his big ass fucking Dutchy forehead.
Fuck
But
you,
where-
asshole.
But where are you? Where are you?
He burned two
Cheesehead?
people at
Where
one comment.
are you?
Nice.
You're sitting up there sounding like you fucking smoked cigarettes for 45 fucking years and that you can't fucking get your dick up if you tried.
About to make me some spaghetti, you guys. I think I got a
Dude.
little bit left.
You're a disgrace. You're a menace to society.
I don't know. Should I eat spaghetti again?
I'm surprised that you even still get subscribers. You're right down the path that Banana's on, except for the fact that you ain't fucking with kids. But you are right on that same down.
Phrasing there.
I remember when you started out, you could pull 70. Now you're down to 40. Just like Banana. When he first started out, he could pull 50, 60. Now he's down to 12. You guys are just, you're slowly floating away. And what I'm doing is slowly gathering up. I didn't even do anything. I did last.
Well, yeah. What do you guys think about that? I'm gonna slowly float away, and the people like Cheesehead and Savage Dave are slowly going to float up. Because if I do get this job, I am actually going to be very, very busy from, like 8 hours to another 8.5 hour point. And arguably, or maybe 9 hour. I think it's 8.5. I think they said 30-minute lunches there, so 8.5. And then just freaking being tired afterwards, maybe showering after. I don't know if I'm gonna shower in the mornings. I usually like to shower when I wake up. I usually like to shower like in the mornings, quotation marks, but when I wake up. But I don't know, like with the work thing, if I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna shower at night so I sleep and I feel clean, and then I'll just wake up, do my job, whatever. But I feel like, shower in the morning really wakes me up. It kind of gets me going. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we do. We'll figure it out. If a big fingies crossed, big ifs. But the thing is, I've been putting in applications. I've been doing things to create this opportunity, because if you don't do things to create opportunities, then you don't get the opportunities. So you do got to reach out. You got to do things. You got to try to make things happen. You can't just hope something happens. So the thing is, like, David doesn't have these instincts where like he's going to live without his parent. I mean, I feel like I do, because I've been in these situations before where I've been not just poor, but I've been, out of my mother or father's house, whatever. I've been out on my own with girlfriends or on my own alone. Like I've lived alone. I've lived with a girlfriend. I've lived where I was just alone and dating girls, one girl, which is my current girlfriend. So, I don't know. And I'm kind of excited to get back to some of that stuff in a way, like getting back to work and doing things, getting regular haircuts probably. Fuck, it's gonna suck though, because that takes so much time out of the day. And I really still do wish everything was just given to me, but it's not. It's given to people that complain about me, and that's what the people want. It's okay though, because either way, I gets to go make a bunch of money, which is what I wanted the whole time. It was like, well, I just want a bunch of money, and I'm going to do that in a way. And I mean, it's going to be a bunch, like, compared to what I've been getting, which is like this. So it'll be good. I mean, it will be really, really good. And then I'll be able to get land. I'll be able to build a house. I'll be able to do my thing. And you guys will get to see me doing all these things in the way. So, I mean, I just won't be around as much, but you'll get to see the progress. Obviously, I'm still going to do shorts. I'm still going to upload everything. If I do get the job, just if I
last night.
Big ifs still, big ifs.
But then I took a break before that for a couple of days.
I'm happy if I do.
5 subscribers without doing any fucking thing. Nothing. Nothing. Gained 5 subscribers, and I didn't do a single live in 2 days. You can't do that without buying.
They would try to get. That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's like people will be like, oh, like they'll be like, oh, if you get a job somewhere, we're gonna call and try to get you fired. I'll be like, well, I don't think that will like help, because it like even at my old job, people called Joey, called and tried to get me in trouble and stuff, and they never even mentioned it to me, basically. But Joey kept saying, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and he kept recording calls, and he didn't record any of those ones, though, but he kept recording calls and posting calls where he was doing these things, which I still think is stupid, because it's like recording your own harassment, which is a crime in a way. It's just weird and stupid. But yeah, people do weird, stupid things like try to get people fired because they don't like them. It'll be like, well, if you don't like me and I'm out working, then I am probably not in your hair doing things against you. But I mean, if you do get me fired or something, I'll just come back here and be like, well, you guys got fired. Feel bad for me. Give me money. And I'm pretty sure people will. So I mean, either way, I'll go up in subs, it'll be whatever, and I'll be like, well, I wasn't the bad guy. I went out there and did what you guys told me to do. It'd be like, quit being lazy and go work. And then they'll be like, now that you're working, we want to get you fired. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it won't help you. Like, if you want to get me fired from somewhere, then you're gonna have to show that I am not capable of doing the job somehow, or that I am stealing from the place, or I am stealing their time, or I'm breaking some rules there. But I mean, that would be very hard for some random ass weirdo on the internet to do. And most likely that tends to backfire, because they do it to so many people that they start getting complaints against them. And when they start getting a few complaints against them, the person handling the complaints against them tends to notice that, hey, they're getting a bunch of complaints about the same bullshit. And they seem to be the one doing it. Anyway, not a big deal though. I mean, if I don't guess the jobs either way, I'll just be here more. Fuck it. I don't care either way. I was already doing this anyway. It's just a potential to be winning a little bit. Or I'll just stay doing this. It doesn't change my situation. It just improves it potentially. So, I mean, it's a win-win. It's really just a crapshoot kind of win, but we'll see.
Oh, you see this? Oh, he says, Dave, it's really gay that you want to check me out that bad, that you are upset I don't come up. That's gay.
Yeah, we're not worried about looks. If anything, we're going for the worst look we can.
That you are who you are.
If anything,
it's your,
not worried
showing
about
to people that you're not afraid of nothing. You have nothing to hide. That's why I came up. It's not because I'm like thinking, oh, somebody out there is going to look at me like I'm a sexy fucking Sex Pistol. I'm a big old fucking sex man.
I'm a big old Sex Pistol, guys. I'm a big old Sex Pistol.
Look at me like fuck you in the ass. It's nothing to do with any sexual related things. What we want to see, and what many people want to see, is what the fuck you are hiding and why you won't cam up.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do with what your fucking queer ass keeps thinking. Oh, yeah, it's just gay that you want another man to cam up. We've all cammed up, you fucktard. What part of that don't you understand? Everybody's cammed up. Even Trumpers cammed up. Samurai's cammed.
Even Proby's cammed up. Everybody's cammed up. Literally everybody's cammed up. Thumper's cammed up. Proby's cammed up. Savage Dave's cammed up. Jacob Gertz cammed up the other day. That was pretty funny because he Cheesehead was like, oh, he keeps trying to troll me into camming up, and he just wants to see what I like. Then Jake was like, well, I'll cam up right now. And he just cams up. It's funny because then it kind of shot a little bit of a hole in what Cheesehead's trying to do, what Cheesehead's trying to do, where it's do. All right, I got the best words, okay? Don't mind me. So what Cheesehead was trying to do was like kind of do this little, I don't know if it's like a troll or something, but it's like, oh, I don't gotta cam up, I don't gotta show myself because they're just gay and they want to see my body. And it's like, I'm not an OnlyFans whore. I don't gotta sell myself for you guys. It's like, okay. Well, just don't talk about nobody's looks then, you weird, ugly fucking chud catfish homosexual freak of a man, quotation marks. Like nobody knows what you look like. We semi know what you sound like. You could be using a voice changer. You could just be some freak of nature. You could look like a fucking bird. You could be the guy in the Iron Mask. You could just be the movie Mask. Like there's a lot. You could be Jim Carrey the Mask. You could be a lot of things. I was thinking of Mask the bird mutant guy, where he's like, well, you think I'm gonna try it? Like, cause your face all burnt and melty, you ugly freak. That's why. That's why, cheesehead. That's why. All right, I guess we'll wrap that up there. There's enough having fun at their expenses in a weird way. Sergeant Agent GUS or Y5, also known as Marfugal. All right. It's a hell of a fucking name. Jeez. It's a mouthful. All right. I guess we're wrapped up there. I'm out of beers. I gotta get a little bits of rest. I'm probably gonna eat something. Probably just warm up some spaghetti again. Eat some real quick. Take a little naps. Gotta get up and do stuff with the baby and the baby mamas. I am gonna try to get myself back into working shape because it looks like I am going to be potentially working again soon. And that's again potentially, but still, I don't want to get my hopes too high that I might have a decent paying job in 40 hours of work again. But if I do get what I kind of asked for, because I was putting out some pretty outlandish applications and things, or requesting some pretty crazy things. So if I do get what I'm asking for, I think I know for a fact I'm fully capable of doing the job already, because it's stuff I've done in the past or whatever. So I could do it again, obviously. So yeah, if I do get the contracts and the job I want, things is going to be awesome. It's just because I will be able to go buy land and things. So that'll be cool. It'll be cool for me. It'll be cool for my daughter. It'll be cool for my baby mama. And it'll be cool because then I could start to work on like a little studio too and stuff like that. But again, this is going to take time, probably months, years, we'll see. But not the job part, just the saving for the things. I'm hoping the job thing happens soon, like in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'm hoping. But yeah, and we'll see. Until then, we're just going to be doing the same shit we've been doing, just cutting back on the stuff that I've been doing. I don't know if I'm going to smoke anymore. I'm going to try not to, really. So we'll see. It's going to be hard to not smoke. That's why I keep saying we'll see, because it's like the smoking thing is the thing I'm not worried about, but I feel like it's going to deter a lot of the stuff I need to do to get myself into working condition in a way, because I feel like I should be kind of like more moving around, more doing things. I shouldn't be like locked up, on the computer all the time like I've been lately, because if I'm not working, why would I be in these like kind of like it would be like back when I was playing basketball and shit. It'd be like, if I'm not playing basketball, and that was in high school and shit, but it was like, if I'm not doing these things, then why am I spending all my time training my body and my things to do these things, But I got to get back to that, like anytime, any place, anywhere, we're ready, whatever bullshit. Alrighty. Make sure you take your medicine. I could tell a difference when you do. Thank you. We're probably going to try to cut back on the medicine as well. So when we phase out the medicine, we're going to see a lot of changes, if any. Well, if you guys see me at all at that point, because I doubt, if I cut out the medicine, I doubt I will be doing any of these live streams at all. Like, I don't think if I do quit taking the anxiety and depression medicine and stuff, like at that point, I seriously think I would just quit, probably live streaming and talking to people and things. Not just because I think they would be toxic and make it like hard to be normal without, a little bit of a crutch or something, but because I think my time and my energy would be focused on other things. So I think that does help with the like those medicines and shit like that. They help kind of keep you in this little chair and, you know, doing weird, you know, lazy people stuff in the sense, instead of very active, you know, kind of physical things like working and running around doing things. Because like before I started taking the medicines and having anxiety attacks and shit like that, I used to be like working out. I'd be like grabbing the fucking thing, like lifting all the way to my chest, fucking running on a treadmill as fast as I can, fucking trying to do a mile as quick as I can, like crazy shit. Like, but then when I kind of started having these anxiety attacks and stuff, I noticed I started taking the medicine. And that's when I started drinking a lot of the tomato beers. I ended up getting, you know, fired and all that stuff from my job, all that stuff. So it really all kind of built up in a weird way where the depression kind of snowballed or whatever. And that was an excuse to keep taking the depression pills. But these pills aren't something you could just come off of and be like, I'm going cold turkey. You got to slowly come off these motherfuckers, like slowly. Or else you're going to go through a whirlpool of depression emotions for weeks, you know, so it's just something. But I do want to kind of slowly get off of them, like I don't know if completely, but at least some of it, because yeah, it would be a lot better. Just I don't know. Anyway, all right, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a good night. I guess we won't do a 12-hour live stream on the 1st like we were planning, you know, because again, he didn't accept our challenge, so we don't got to worry about doing it. And if we did do it, I would have did it, you know, like I was saying, probably around 10 a.m. today or something. But we're obviously not doing that shit. By that time, I will be taking a naps, getting up, and hopefully having coffee with my girlfriend and baby, running around the stores, probably some home goods stores, looking for stupid ass stuff like Halloween direct. I mean, they're not stupid. They are actually pretty cool, like the Halloween glass figures and decorations and stuff to put around, you know. They're actually kind of cool. I should say they're stupid. There's some cool stuff out there. But we'll be out looking for Halloween decorations, drinking coffee, and, you know, just chilling, doing the normal stuff, living the life. All right, see you, Fernando's. Salutes, number ones. Google gobble, Google gobble.